sorry. Something going on and I don't know what. So hopefully it will be okay and it will work now. We're going to be wrapping some possibly labradorite, pink quartz, agate blue and purple, and mauve turquoise, along with some taggerite. All right, let's get this going. I apologize. Hopefully everyone will come back and everyone can hear me. All right, we're working on this. Hey, Beachy, welcome in. Can you hear me, Beachy? I had to go out and come back in and restart the live because Launch City couldn't hear me, sweetie. I'm so glad to see you here. Can you hear me? Oh, good. Thank God. Hey, I just made you a mod. I hope you don't mind, Beachy. I don't know what's going on. And I had someone else come in and say a bunch of things. I don't even know who they are. They said rocks. I said, no. Yeah, they are. They're rocks. They're crystals. So in my picture, I have the Mojave. It's a really beautiful piece of turquoise, and you can tell it's real because even though it's polished, it has like little dents in the side of it, which is a natural thing when they're cutting. So I have some pink quartz, really beautiful, and pink rose quartz, and two pieces of agate, along with some abalone and some labradorite. I couldn't even get it out of my mouth before, but nobody could hear me anyway. So welcome in. I'm so happy to have you here. Everybody, don't forget to thumb up the live and like, and let's get into some fun stuff tonight. And hopefully I can do a really good job. I do know that I did find, by the way, since we had problems with those beads the last time that I did the choker here, I'll show you in a minute. It's still up here. Let me turn it around so you can see my messy desk. But I found a bunch of other gemstones and everything. So that's the one we did that has Mineral Raccoon's round bead on it, which is really beautiful. And I couldn't get my stones to fit on there. The other periodot, which I do have some more tonight. I'm fighting my lamp here to hold position so you guys can see all this. I also have a big crate under my desk full of stuff because I've been rearranging the entire studio. So guys, please forgive me. And here are the two other bracelets I did last week. The small taggerite on the copper, and then the lapidus stagger beads with they're dagger beads with the little elephant. I thought it came out really cute, and they're adjustable so they'll fit anybody's wrist. Hi, Anna Humar. I can't pronounce your name. How can I just call you Amen, Amen, or Hunbar hair? You got to tell me. I'm not trying to be rude. I just can't pronounce that. Okay, so we're going to do some really neat stuff. And like I said, I have the Mojave. It's I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's spelled Mojave. It is real turquoise, folks. This is not a piece of manganese, I would tell you. And it's not a cheap piece. And you can see where they cut and filed, even down here. And it's polished now. That's because natural stones always don't do what you want under that wet saw. How's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? Thank you so much for being here. And, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, I hope. And I'm going to try and use another stone from Mentals. And I have, because I found all this stuff, look at these little bitty, these are, oh my goodness, amethyst, folks. These are amethysts. Look how teeny they are. I mean, teeny. They're like 10 millimeter, these amethysts. That's a tongue twister, amethyst. So here is also all the abalone. I had to actually clean these. I didn't know they'd gotten mixed up in another bag, and a bunch of jewelry glue had gotten all over them, and I had to clean them off before the live. I'm telling you, I was having fun, folks. Got some beautiful stones and stuff here to work with. And we're just going to see what we can do tonight. And I'm going to see about doing his with one or another of the I'll get it out in a minute. It's peridot. The little green peridot here, the ones that I originally tried to do on his. These here. You guys even see that as I knock everything over? These are real peridot. They're not glass, they're crystal. But I have two different ones that are also peridot jasper in two different sizes, folks. They are real, they are AAA, and they're peridot jasper. So that's a new one on me when I bought those. I did not even know they came in that. I'm down here picking up gemstones off my floor under my feet, folks. Sorry. Oh, my Lord. And Penny. Good luck, Penny. Okay, so we're going to try one of his other stones, and I'm going to make another choker. But I'm going to try to put some of that other peridot on it instead of the silver beads. What do you guys think? Do you like that other peridot? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Please forgive me if I mispronounce, but they are real gemstones. You guys are so awesome. I hope that Launch comes back. I need him to say that he can hear me too. So I'm trying to open these little baggies of stuff that I have. I have bags of goodies, stones and rocks and whatever you want to call it. So this is a piece of glass, and I may use it with one of his because it's beautiful and it's faceted, and it's called coffee. It's a drop called coffee. It is glass though. So I don't lie when they're not real gemstones, but I just thought they were really pretty. They may make something gorgeous with his. How's everybody doing tonight? And I'm glad you can hear me. That means that I got the sound fixed. And I had to shut that other one off. So it's going to upload that little bitty piece I did with no sound. Anybody else creating anything tonight? I'm working on everything here. Let me show you. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. I was looking for this the other night when I did his choker with that beautiful glass ground bead, because you have to have these. You can tell I've had it for a while. It's all dusty, but I always keep the packaging so I didn't lose it. It's a bead reamer, which means it has like a round out. It'll round out the holes and cut them. And if I'd have had this the other night, last week when I did his necklace, I would have been able to get those peridots to fit the wire. But we're going to try something else. This is another gemstone, but I haven't decided whether I want to use it or not. I'll show you guys, kind of keep up to date. I have tons of gemstones, folks, and it's just a matter of choosing. This one is called a Focal Red Advent Trop. I don't know, but it's a real gemstone and it's beautiful. What do you guys think of that one? Like a teardrop. I think it's just gorgeous. So there's a lot of choices to make, and I'm going to put a little poll in there and ask what you want to see first, whether you want to see the turquoise done Or we're going to also, wait a minute, I got to get his beads out of here. I've got so much stuff piled up on my desk because I wanted to show you guys all of this. Because I was so excited about it. And we may even do these. These are really cute. And we can do some beads. They're a brooch. And they're pewter. These are pewter butterflies. Okay, folks? They're not just metal or titanium. They're pewter. Hey, Food Feral, thank you so much for coming in. I came live and I had to shut it off. Launch came in and said, you got no sound, you got no sound. So I had to start over. So it's just a matter of us deciding. And these, by the way, folks, are blue cat eyes. They're kind of hard to really, but they're gorgeous. Let's see if I can bring it up a little more to show you the blue cat eyes. They're just beautiful. And these, I don't know. I'm deciding, folks. These are pearl, and they're called sun amber. I'll get that out. These are real pearls, folks. They're water pearls, and they're umber. And they're like almost like a potato bead. They're all different. But they're gorgeous and they're real, and they did come from Fire Mountain Gems. I had bought all those way back when on sale. So while I was digging through all my boxes, folks, trying to organize this room, these are the things I came across. And here is, it's a blue vault. These are blue vault cat eyes. And they're real gemstones, folks, so you know. A lot of choices here, a lot of decisions. Here's a green cat eye. I just went crazy for the cat eyes back then. And these are glass cat eyes. I didn't know these were glass, but these are. My other ones are real gemstones. These are glass. I'm still digging in a bag back here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. It sounds like I got a potato chip bag. Okay, and here are some more real, I don't know who's into pearls. I know the guys probably would not wear pearls, but us women will. These are cultured 16-inch rice 7mm pearls, and they are real, folks. And they're gorgeous. Because I was thinking about something to go with that turquoise that I have here. This really mauve turquoise. This is real turquoise, folks. This is not manganese. This is real turquoise. This is not a cheap piece of stone. It is a real gemstone. And you can clip it on your screen and probably find it. It's Mojave, mauve. All the turquoise always come from different caves. I don't know if everybody knows that. But like they'll have caves in Mexico, Arizona, and they get the turquoise. And here's another green cat eye. Very gorgeous. It's just a matter of deciding what we're going to do. So in the tray over here, I have all this stuff. I'm going to try to lean this forward, including labradorite. And then two really gorgeous, I threw these on here. These are the abalone teardrops, which I think are gorgeous, and they're real too, folks. They've been cut and polished. Anybody ever eaten abalone? I've only been a vegan 35 years, but before that I ate everything. Seafood, meat, whatever. And this is a beautiful pink rose quartz. I'm trying to hold it back because the pink doesn't seem to want to show up in the camera. I don't know if anybody can see that real well. Maybe if let's try this. Take the retouch off, it might show a little better. I'm not sure. Put it back on. And then lighting. Okay, lighting's off. I don't know. Can you guys tell this is pink now? This is a pink rose quartz cabochon. Thank you so much, Food Feral. You are so awesome. Food Feral, why are you not, Food Feral, do you mind if I make you a moderator in my room? I always do that for my regulars and people who I'm with. Can everybody hear me? It says I have 5 people in here and I don't know, it says 5 thumbs up and 2 people. I have no idea. So I'm going to make you a moderator. If you don't want to be one, just let me know and I will take it off. So the next time you chat, you're going to have a little badge like Beachy and everybody. I don't know where Launch went, but he was here. Yeah, you're right, Beachy. Sounds like the trolls were messing with you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank God my audio works now. So let's see. I'm going to try to put a thing in here where, wait a minute. How do I do this? I'm not sure. Trying to figure out how do I put up a thing where you can see it and vote on it. I thought it was over here. You can tell I'm not used to making those things where so people can tell what they want. I have no idea. I am trying right now. Effects picker, stickers. Oh, come on. Where is it? Somebody tell me where I can put up a thing so you guys can vote. Thank you, Launch. Launch, what button do I push so I can put a survey or whatever in there to ask what stone, because we have so many. And we're going to be doing a lot, folks. So don't leave me. Even if you got to go, have a snack, grab a cup of coffee, a cola, juice, whatever it is you like. Because we got some work cut out for this live tonight. From everything from pink rose quartz to mauve, turquoise, which is real, and 2 different slices of agate and possibly some labradorite. Yeah, exactly. How are you doing, Melissa? Oh my goodness. I love the 11 and then 11 again. That is so cool. Yes, that's exactly what I mean, a pole. Yeah, and I found some of the stones. I was shocked that I found them, Food Feral. I found them, they were packed in a box. But guys, I found my metal shears, and I can't do it tonight, but we're going to have a live where I actually use a torch and a hammer and all that. We're going to make some rings and bracelets and do some stamping, and it's real, folks, real metal smithing. I'm so excited that I found it. I've been here in almost a year, I think, in the studio. So I'm taking a sip of my, whatever this is. This is not sponsored. It's some kind of water. I'm used to getting the blue bottle. Trying to cut down on some of the caffeine because I drink enough green tea to support the entire China kingdom. Look at these guys. What do you think of these? These are some of the labradorites. And then, of course, these are 2 labradorites, every one of them, including the square one in here, which I thought was really different. And I don't have my stone cutter out yet, but I do have a stone cutter. And I'm going to try, and there's a piece of hematite snuck in this box with the labradorite. Okay, as far as real turquoise, folks, know that it's only a 4 to 6 hardness. That's why this mauve here, where they polished it and all that, look at that. See that little natural dent in there? It's because they cut it and it's that soft. Same thing for down here. It's not, and the shape of the stone. So these are real. I tell you whether or not it's glass or it's faux because it's not fair to someone if they want to buy the real stuff. Yes, 11, Melissa. I want to do a poll. So I wanted to see which stone everybody would like to see done first. And we're going to do a necklace. And I'm going to move all this stuff over here so I have some room to work with all my wire and my other things. And I have new Peridot Food Feral for All right, Melissa, no problem. Just make sure you thumb up the live and that you're subscribed, and I'll make sure I'm up with you too. Are you one of my subscribers? I apologize. I don't know what hours everybody is on. Some of my people are in Australia. It came up. It's as if you're, huh? Thank you so much for stopping in, Melissa. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for being a supporter. I really appreciate it. Hey, everybody, go check out Food Feral and Launch when he's in here and he talks again. He's an awesome person. And Melissa also, who came in and is absolutely fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. You are so awesome. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And when you come in, if you get to come in the next time, Melissa, um, I'll make you, well, I can do it now. Do you mind being a moderator? Or would you rather not? So you're now a moderator. The next time you type, Melissa, you're going to have a badge like everybody else. Hey, James, how are you? I know James is subscribed to me, so I know that. So, and there you go, James. You now got a badge. Anybody that decides they don't want to be a moderator, just let me know and I'll unbadge you the next time. It's just my way to pay you guys back for subscribing and being here and being so loyal. Okay, so these folks, I'm probably going to use the smaller ones because I still wanted to do the peridot that I promised Minnow Raccoon. Where are my little ones? Where are the little peridot? I have so many beads up here. I have misplaced the smaller ones. Of course. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I can't tell you, this is some kind of desert agate. It's a real gemstone too, and it's really gorgeous. I have lots of stuff to work with. It's just decision of making decisions. I got you, James. I know you're already subscribed to me. Welcome in from Syria. Welcome in. I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist, and I do a lot of mixed media. Tonight, we're going to be doing some wire wrapping of some fabulous gemstones. And I don't. I wish I did. I bet it's beautiful. I've traveled all over the world and overseas, just not the 2 New England states. Yeah, you better be. All right. So let's see what we're doing here. Oh, and I also have, folks, these are really gorgeous. These are wood, and I bought them a long time ago. They're like tribal beads that can be added on to other necklaces. They're hand carved and painted. I'm getting ready to start right now. So I just was trying to get anybody to tell me which stone they might like the best. But I don't know how to bring up, I can't bring up the thing. I brought it up before, but I can't get it to come up on the screen so you guys can vote on it. Okay, here we go. So you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm over here pulling out of my drawers to get going. Well, that's not what I wanted. What did I do? Oh my Lord, I don't know what I did with his stones. Oh, is this him? Nope, of course not. We may not be doing any mineral stones tonight. I thought I put his bag in my thing over here with his glass stones. Is this it? No, of course not. Oh my Lord. I'm looking, folks. I'm looking for Mental Raccoon's glass beads to add because I wanted to add the stones I wanted to add to it. And you guys see me trying to pull through stuff. Is it up here? Nope. And my cat is famous for carrying stuff off, folks. I'm going to tell you right now. She will take it. If it's in there and she can get it, she'll take it. Thanks, Food Feral. Thanks for stopping in and thumbing up the live. We're getting ready to do some really beautiful jewelry. If you can leave it playing in the background, I can sure use the watch time. I'm really struggling to get watch time right now. Okay, so this is what I did last week, folks. This was Mental Raccoon's glass bead that I wrapped and did in a twisted braid. And it's about a size 9, which means it'll fit an 8 with 2 pewter beads and a twist. That bead is just gorgeous. And it is a handmade glass bead that is not bought from the store. And I think it came out really gorgeous. It's a really chunky, kind of funky, beautiful ring. Thank you, Food Feral. I am going to get rolling because if I have to, I'll start with, let's see, maybe we'll start with another choker, and we're going to take the wire like this. I need to turn this so you guys can see what's going on and pull this back some. So we're going to take this choker right here. It's not a choker. It's silver wire. And we're going to cut it so that we can make a choker. So this is choker number 2. And I think this one's going to be a little bit longer than the last one was because, are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to use the pink quartz. We're just going to thread it right on here. Well, maybe we're not. We need a jump ring. What do you guys think? We need a jump ring, don't we? This is big. Hi, Anna. I'm so happy to see you, young lady. I was showing off all the beads and trinkets and stuff that I'm getting ready to work with if I don't throw them away. And I want to work with this pink quartz. It's a pink quartz, pink rose quartz cabochon. Welcome in, James, again. Thank you for all the goofy stuff. Anna, you are awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we have lots of stuff to work on. I have somehow misplaced Mental's glass beads, and I swore that I put them in this tray thing I had. I keep pulling it open, and I don't see them. You watch. After the live, I'll find them. They'll be right here, and I've overlooked them. I have so many drawers full of stuff. Okay, so let's work on the pink quartz. We need a jump ring. And I don't know, I'm thinking about doing a wire wrap around this. I was going to do black wire, guys, parawire black, but I don't think that goes with the quartz too much. It might really go with this Mojave, Mojave. This is real turquoise, folks, and that's the name of it, Mojave. It is not glass. It is not manganese. It's a real piece of turquoise. That's going to be an expensive piece. You are so wonderful. I love you, Anna. Everybody, make sure you sub to Anna. She's amazing. All you have to do is click on the name. Gemini pieces in here. Oh my goodness, sweetie, I am blind as a bat. Welcome in, Gemini. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you, Anna, for saying hi and get me to pay attention. I am sitting sideways, folks, so I can look at my screen while I'm getting ready to do this. So I'm thinking this is 24 gauge, and we are going to make a coil around this. And I'm going to start moving all my stones and stuff out of the way because I need room to work. And we're going to probably do one of these agates that are just gorgeous. I don't have my flashlight in here, but let me see if I can turn you guys this way. And maybe you can really see what the agate looks like. It's not glass, it's real agate. And here is a beautiful purple one. I'm trying to get, maybe I got to turn it this way. I hope I don't blind anybody doing this. And I got to push this up so you guys can see that. This is a real agate stone. And here's another one that has blue in it. That one's purple. This one's blue and white. And this is really how they came out of the earth. Okay, sorry, blah, blah, blah on me. It's purple too. Purple's my favorite color, by the way. So that's what happens. I pick everything purple. Whoops. Gemini, I'm so glad to see you. Welcome in, my young lady. Everybody, make sure you sub to Gemini, James, Anna. These are all great people. Support each other. That's what we do. And Gemini's an artist, too. You got to go check her channel out. And make sure you sub and like. You're amazing, Gemini. You're always here. You always support me. All the people here come in all the time, and they are amazing. So we are going to, as I move all my real pearls, some of you missed that. These are real water pearls and stuff I had up here. I want to, now you know, this is pink, so we're going to do that on a blue one. And these are findings. They're cone brass flower beads. We're going to use this on one of these. I'm going to try to incorporate it somehow. They're just gorgeous. They remind me of the Native American jingles. Anybody know about that? My father and my grandfather were full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Thank you, Anna. You are such an awesome person. She is, folks. She is the real thing. She's beautiful. She's beautiful inside and out. And I already know that by the way she is, the way she talks. She is amazing. So is Gemini Peace. So is James. Trust me. And Food Feral, you know? Welcome back. There's Launch. Don't forget to subscribe to Launch, folks, if you're not already. He's working on his channel, too. So we're going to turn this around. Let's see if I can do this. I've got my camera in a weird position tonight, which is not normal. Usually I have it on the right side. Maybe I can move it. I've got a whole case of jewelry stuff, folks, down underneath this desk. This is all jewelry stuff. Let me see if I can get this to work. I'm moving you guys. Hang on, we're going for a ride. I may have to unplug my phone for right now. Whoa. Trying to get it over here. This is really in my way. Okay, let me see if I can turn this around. You guys are being thrown all over here. I'm so sorry. Okay. There we go. Not perfect, but that's usually how I have it. What do you guys think? Because we're going to wire wrap this piece. We're going to do a coil. And this is a little bigger than that one there because this is a rather large pink rose quartz. And we're going to put a jump ring on it. But we are going to wire wrap on each side. We're going to do a coil, and it's going to make it beautiful. And then we'll add the jump rings for the end and also an extender chain. So I'm going to try to make this more like a teardrop, this necklace. All right, as I drop everything and hit the camera. And we're going to use... We're not going to use copper. We're going to use this 24 Benecraft Silver Argent argent, platinum, silver. It means this is real silver, folks. It's just not as up as 929, but it is real. Okay, so let me see if I can get this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm pulling this out. I'm going to try to get my, whoops, I knew that was going to fall. I'm going to try to get my light up some here, hoping that the lighting will be better for you guys. Is that better or not? You have to tell me. Okay, Boss Kitty, you're not helping. No, sweetie, you can't help. Because I threw the silver wire down on the floor. She's under the table, folks. Okay, so we are going to be doing a coil. C-O-I-L. I just don't pronounce stuff well. And it's not because I'm stupid. It's just it doesn't come out of my mouth properly. But we're going to be wrapping that and making a coil on it. And it's going to be like a teardrop. I'm having to gather up the wire because if I don't, she will run off with it. So this is going to be a teardrop choker. I'm going to try to make sure it stays in this shape. Can everybody see? Like it's sort of like a tear. Try to hold my hand behind it. We're going to try to get it to go this way, like a teardrop. Oh, good. Thank you, Gemini Peace. You're so cool. Awesome, awesome. Everybody, make sure you check out Gemini Peace. She's an awesome artist, too. There you go, Gemini. You got it. And it's rose quartz, pink rose quartz. My cameraman is coming to help with your videos. I'm doing the best I can because I need to move this crate out from under here. It's crazy, but it's under here, and I'm going to move it because I can't work because it's in my way. And it's full of jewelry, folks. I am not kidding. Check this out. If I can get you guys close enough so you can see. It's full of gemstones and jewelry. This big, big tote. So I was trying to keep it with me in my hands, you know. Oh, and I just dropped the wire thing again. I'm having one of those nights. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to move this out of the way. This is really heavy. So if the light moves, it's because I'm having to move this. And the camera too. Oh my Lord. I didn't think it would be that hard to get it out of here, but let me move this over as far as I can get the light over. And then maybe I can slide it to the right or to the left, I mean. Oh my Lord. Okay. Let's see if this helps any, folks. Sorry about the lighting and everything. I'm over here grunting to move this. Okay. I'm going to pull the lighting back down. Because I'm actually sitting this light on top of this box down here. Hopefully this should work. And you guys should be able to see pretty well. Well, it wants to fall over the side. Okay, maybe I can do it this way instead. Sorry, I'm having lighting technical difficulties. I have got to get this crate out of here, guys, because it's in my way and it is super heavy. I'm warning you now. So Launch, come on over here and move this thing. Guys, we're going to be darky looking for just a moment. Hang on. While I try to get this out of the way. I'm so sorry. I thought I was going to be okay working with it, but I'm not. And Star is down here too, Boss Star Kitty. She's supervising me moving the crate. I tell you. It's one of the nights. And, oh, by the way, Gemini Peace and everybody, whoever didn't hear me earlier, I actually found my shears for cutting the metal, which is going to be one of my next videos where we're going to work with fire and annealing and creating. Should be pretty awesome. Okay, now, Star Kitty, you know you're not supposed to be helping me do this. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, my Lord. Okay, and my plug came out and the light went off. I got to plug it back in. All right. Lord, I did not know how much this ring light really helped, but it really helps. Yeah, Kitty's here. And I am trying to... I think I got it this time. Move your tail, Boss Kitty. I just about got her tail, y'all. I don't think she would have been too happy if I smashed her tail. Okay. I'm going to move the camera some. And let me check on my lighting on the camera. Guys, thank you so much for your patience while I do this. Oh, my Lord. Okay. And retouch is on. You guys tell me if I need to get the light lower or if you can see, if you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, you will. My buddy Launch is coming to see me. Okay. Give me a second here, Launch and everybody. I try to reorganize what mess I have over here. Wow. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to wire wrap that teardrop, and that is 26 or 28 gauge that we're wrapping. And I have lost the teardrop, folks. Where'd it go? I mean, I can cut another one, but oh my goodness, what did I do with it? Well, that's not it. That's the wrapping wire. Look, you guys, I want you to see. I got a pile of tools laying here with a bunch of stuff, so you know what's going on, what I'm digging through. Forgive me, forgive me. So I'm going to have to, and another thing I want you guys to know is really cool. I have like 4 of these. Everybody know what these are? They're from Beadalon. When you do a necklace and you're doing really small beads, they make it so much easier for you to keep your beads together and not have people like Boss Kitty come in and get them. Gemini, he's really coming here to where I live. He's really coming. Just letting you know. He's not playing. He's really coming here. I can't wait. He's such a sweetheart. He's kind of my honey bunny most of the time. Oh, and I also have these. What do you guys think of these? These are actually pewter brooches that you can bead and put gemstones on. Yes, we are. We're making a teardrop necklace. You're so nice, Gemini. You really are a nice person. I love you to death, Gemini. You are amazing. You are amazing. And remember those beads on this one that I put on here to extend the necklace here? These beads? The lolly beads? Look at these. These are, they're a 50 pack accessories, and they are 8mm silver. Look how big they are, and they're heavy too. They're not super heavy, but they are heavy, and they are silver. So much bigger than those. They'll go with the other beads I got that are huge. I am still looking for the piece of necklace that I had here. What on earth did I do with it? You guys, you know you're supposed to keep an eye on me. I lose everything. I'm pulling all this stuff out of the way. Maybe it's under here. Nope, that's not it. Okay. I'm getting about a 6 to, this is 6 to 8 foot, this piece here that I'm getting ready to cut, which is this, and I just dropped that. This one is not, but it will not tarnish. It's anti-tarnish. So here's the wire. I need to cut it down some. It's way too large for me to do the teardrop. You watch, after I do this, I'll find the teardrop one. Okay, there we go. Sorry you guys couldn't see that. We're just going to pull this down. That's how we get the tear effect, by pulling on the bottom and holding the two top sides. We're actually soft bending this wire so that we can get a teardrop. Okay, and just so you know, this is actually only 20 gauge. So it's going to be real easy to bead or twist, anything you want. And we're going to put the rose quartz on it after we do the spiral, which means we're going to wire wrap this, which is also 24 gauge silver. And we're going to do a coil around on each side. I'm pulling off a big piece of wire. It's going to take quite a bit when you do the coil. C-O-I-L. And we're going to do that on both sides all the way around. And then we're going to put a jump ring on it, and we're going to add the beautiful rose quartz cabochon. So now let me see if I can get this sitting right so you guys can watch my hand work. And we're gonna start, I'm gonna start right here in the middle of this. We're just gonna push this piece down, and it's soft enough you can do it with your hands, but if you need to, you can wrap it with your needle nose or your square pliers or a pair of round nose pliers. So we're just getting it to start. Let me see if I can get that close enough. You can still see where I hammered my hand. I'm just getting that to start, and we're going to push that over, and I will probably use a pair of pliers on that. And I'm going to push like this on each end. And then I'm going to tighten it up. And I'll probably use the pliers on here, the needle nose pliers, guys. Thank you, Gemini. It's okay, we got it. And then we're going to use these needle nose to bring this coil together right here. So I still need to make that other one more round, but it will be. This is a lot of wire, folks. I kid you not. I may cut this because it's too long for me to even work with. So I'm going to cut it right about here. And we'll use the other piece as soon as I have this one piece wrapped. Having 8 foot of wire to try to wrap is kind of hard. Just tell you might want to start with a smaller piece or leave it on your spool that it's on. I do recommend Parawire. It's one of the best, and it's anti-tarnish. And no, they don't pay me, and no, they don't sponsor me. So we're just doing this. I had one of those things that makes it, that's cheating, isn't it? That's not handwork when you swirl it on a thing. So we're just going to push these together again. Push that up like that. See how the coil's coming together, folks? It's going to be gorgeous, I promise. Launch has got a great sense of humor, folks. That's one of the reasons we get along so well. Okay. So you can count these because I'm thinking there's going to be about 60, believe it or not, on each side. So that's 120 at least wire wraps. I need to squish this down here, folks. That piece right there. I may be able to cut that too close enough because I still need to wrap the coil and it's sticking me. There we go. And I did cut the wire way short so that I don't have as much to have flailing around. And you just twist and keep following it. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. And we're doing a silver teardrop necklace with a pink rose quartz cabochon here. It's just gorgeous, folks. It is really a gorgeous piece. If I hold it back, you guys will be able to see more of the pink in it, hopefully. The light doesn't do it justice here. And we just keep wrapping, and that's about... Okay, number 13, lucky 13. And then the next one's 14, 15, 16. It's really hard because it's bent right here to get it to mess with me and go the way it should. But it's going to be gorgeous. Teardrop necklace, wire coil wrap. And be careful because just like I did, I just did a loop on this end. That happens sometimes. You got to really watch your wire because it will loop up behind you while you're wire wrapping it. Are you? Oh, you're talking to James. You're not talking to me, Jim. And I'm thinking, see there? I was being nosy. I mean, it is my live, but that doesn't mean everybody's talking about me. So we'll keep wire wrapping this and twisting this. And I'll tell you about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This one is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now we're going to push this together like this. So the coil goes together. You just push it together. You can do it with your fingers, but some people can't. So if you can't do it with your fingers, use a pair of wire to do it. And you can just push it back, hold it here, and push it back. You can do that on both ends. Because once it tightens up, it tightens up. There we go. It's going to make the wire get funky, but we're going to straighten it back out into the teardrop. Oh, I'll tell her, Launch. Thank you. That's Launch's dog, by the way. She is so beautiful, folks. Okay, so now it's 21, 22. I know this is the boring part, but it's fun and you can learn. You can do this. Just simple wire coils around the main wire. That's 30. We're just going to smoosh it together right there. Pull that down. And you can take your nylon pliers for this if you don't want to hurt your wire. Yeah. It's a lot like me, like doing avatars and all that. And then, of course, I'm into manga, but we're both gamers, too. We both love technology, so it's kind of cool. I'm trying to smush this down a little bit, and you can do that and pull it like that. And just use this to go around. There we go. I mean, this is like, what, 40 already? We haven't even gotten halfway up the wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and squish it together. There we go. And I'm just going to keep counting 5s, and you guys can keep track of it. Yes, it is a really tight wrapping. Three, 4, 5, and squish that together. I got a little ippy right here, but I'll get that fixed with the pliers where it has a little ippy there. But it looks really pretty. It's going to look really nice. So we are wire wrapping a teardrop necklace, which is really just me shaping the silver 20 gauge wire into a teardrop. And once we finish the coil on here, we'll be adding a jump ring along with this beautiful rose quartz. You know what, guys? I don't even know what size this is. It's probably a 40 or 50. I should have measured it. I'm so sorry. I should have measured it tonight for you guys. Hey, Ghost Rider, welcome in. Don't ever worry about that. You're awesome. Everybody go check Ghost Rider out. He does carnival rides and really cool stuff. He even flies like Microsoft planes, but they're all warplanes. Am I right? I'm not sure. He's an awesome creator. Thank you so much for coming in and thumbing up the live. We are doing a beautiful rose quartz cabochon along. I made it into the teardrop necklace out of 20 gauge silver, and we are wire wrapping it with 24 gauge silver. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. You are. Thank you. Thank you. And Lance is coming to see me, folks. TMI, Lance, TMI. No, it's okay. You guys are like family in here. So that's another 3, 4, 5 there. I'm doing 5 at a time because it's easier to squish it together. And I got that little notch there where I wrapped it, and I've got to press that down. So if you do too many at one time, your wire can knot up. You just need to do 5 loops around the wire to make your coil. So we're going to do another 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And believe it or not, folks, this 20 gauge Benahart, which is silver Argentine platinum, is actually work hardening. So remember that. As it work hardens, it will get harder to put it on. So it's good that I sized it down some. I'm going to try and, oh, not those. Wrong ones, folks. I was grabbing the wrong ones. Y'all let me grab them clippers. We're going to take this and just push there. I'm running my finger up here to hold it tight, because if you don't, it will bunch up, and that's what happened on that one. It bunched up a little. But you can take your pliers and kind of squish it and turn it, and it should take care of most of that. But when you're doing this many coils on a wire, it will do that. Like bunch up. Okay, so I'm doing them 5 at a time. We're getting ready to run out of wire here. Let's see, yeah. And once I get it coiled, I will pull it down again because we want it sort of in a teardrop like that. Let's see if I can get this back some. We want it in a teardrop. It's going to be really pretty. I love Mustangs. So does he. Yeah, Launch has a Mustang. TMI. I'm taking a water break, guys. Give me just a second here. I thought I was going to get to wrap a piece of Launch's stuff tonight, but I'm not because I don't know what I did with the beads. I thought I put them in the drawer there, and they're not there. Oh, they're here. It's because of all this cleaning I did. And I showed you that one crate. There are 2 more crates, folks, full of jewelry stuff. Yes, he is. He is on his way. Which I will have him calling me every 5 minutes so I know he's okay. Okay, so we're going to do 5 more coils on this silver 20 gauge with 24 gauge silver. And we're doing a coil all the way around. Then we will add a jump ring, and we're also going to wire wrap, folks. We're not just putting this on here with a jump ring. See this here? I want you guys to see that real gemstones have defects because they are real. They can only do so much. This hasn't been dropped. It's not glass. It is exactly as it came to me. It is real rose quartz, and it was not cheap, I'll tell you that. Wow, awesome. Don't forget to take some pictures, but you'll be talking to me, so I don't have to worry about that, do I, Launch? So Launch is coming to visit Lydia in Georgia. It'll be exciting. This will be the first time I've ever met Launch in person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more here, and we're going to scrunch these up. You hear Boss Kitty in the background? She is helping. I don't know what she's helping with, but she's helping. Okay, so I use these a lot when I do coils because I don't want to damage the wire on the necklace or the wire that I am putting into a coil. We're just pushing that back, and I'm holding it really tight right here. And that is so it coils up correctly. And it is definitely work hardening, more than I thought it would. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous too. I love it. It's the only piece. Now, I have rose quartz, don't get me wrong, but that is one of the only pieces I have that big. So I thought it would make a beautiful necklace. Thank you for the compliment, Gemini Piece. Everybody, if you don't know Gemini Piece, make sure you get to know her and subscribe to her channel. She's an artist too. You should see some of her cool psychedelic stuff. I think Gemini Piece is a hippie like me with a degree. Me too. I got a degree too, a couple of them. I'll bury myself before they're paid off. Okay, so we're still wrapping this teardrop necklace here. And we are making a coil all the way around it. And usually what I do is say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Makes it a lot easier to do these coils 5 at a time. Don't try. I mean, you can. Some people can do 16 to 20 at once and they got it. But I do 5 at a time because it's easier for me, because I have to push it down again so that it gets in the coil. That's how it makes the coil. There we go. Just scrunching that together after it's wrapped around. And we got a little ways to go, folks. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, beer, whatever you drink. I don't drink. And settle in and get you some popcorn and snacks. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll probably, whatever this last part is, it probably may not be 5. So we're going to scrunch that together too, so that this comes together. See how loose these are? And then we push them together to make the coil on the wire necklace. Teardrop quartz wire necklace. There we go. See there? We got it. Now let's see how many I can get out of this last piece. Because that piece needs to, see, I need to scrunch that up because that piece is not all the way together there. It's hard for you guys to see, but I can bring you up close enough so you can see where I didn't do it right. So we're going to scrunch this together, push it down, and then scrunch it again. And I have to be careful because when it work hardens, you can actually break the wire. Oh, I got trouble up here. Star Kitty, you need to get down, baby. Get down. Good girl. She loves wire, folks. Thank you so much, Gemini. Okay, so we're going to do whatever wraps we can get here. I'm going to try to get another 5, but I doubt it. 2, 3, and I apologize for this. I am not used to it. It didn't do that before. Like it didn't blur up, but it's been blurring up lately when I do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull that down. 5, 6. Because we're up to the very last piece, and we're going to have to add another piece of wire. Okay, I barely got 7 coils here. Now we're going to squish this together so it comes together as a coil. There we go. And then I'm going to use the pliers. Boss Kitty's rearranging the room after I cleaned up. Yeah, she was. She was coming to see you, Gemini. She's an awesome little kitty. She just is kind of moody sometimes, especially when I get the wire. She does pretty good, guys, that she doesn't come up here. We're just squishing this down. Squishing that together there. I'm going to smush this a little bit, turn it. I'm just using needle nose pliers, folks, to do this part. Okay, and then we're going to add more wire. Yay, go grab your popcorn, folks, and your drink. Thank you for being in here, guys. You guys are awesome. All the people that come in my room are pretty awesome. And I don't know if it was Launch I told, but I was telling somebody about this, probably was, this cup that I love. Look, it was given to me by a friend. It's a dragon cup. I love dragons, and they knew that, so they gave it to me for my birthday. This is all just plastic, by the way. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and like a pewter inside. What upset me is that I can't heat it in my microwave for my coffee. So I use it for other stuff. I don't even drink out of it. I use it to put pens in and different things so it doesn't get messed up. Yep, but I think it's cool. I love dragons. And by the way, guys, in the future, I am actually going to be sculpting a clay dragon out of earth and clay. So I'll have to make a body for it. And I have the wire to do it. I have the wire. Okay, so now I'm grabbing the other piece of wire. What did I do with that other piece of wire that I just cut, guys? What did I do with it? Oh my goodness. You know, it only happens on a live. Everything goes wrong on a live. It's just how it is. Okay, so I'm going to grab another piece of wire. I will probably find the other piece of wire. We don't even know. Boss Kitty may have gotten it. And this is what I'm using, the silver argent plat. It's plata, but it's beautiful. And it's 24 gauge, and it's Benecraft. And yes, it is anti-tarnish, so it's not going to turn on your neck. I'm going to take another piece off of here, right off of this. I'm going to not make it so big, because if I do, it's hard to wrap it. Remember that. Don't take more than an arm's length when you're doing the wire, and make sure you're always using something of a higher gauge. Like this is 24, so it makes it a lot smaller than this, which is actually 20 gauge. But these two are very easy to work with, folks. I bet you do, because I know it's so hot out there. Like he's out in the state of Oregon, and they really having some heat out there. So we're going to wrap this around just like that. That's exactly how you can do it, by hand. The wire should be soft enough that you can do it that way. If you choose not to, you can always use a pair of pliers to do it. It's just more work. So we got 1, 2, 3 here. I'm going to pull this back here so I can get it a little closer. Smush those 3 together. This is our next section of wire that we're wrapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need 5. There we go. Remember I said do it 5 rounds each time. It'll make it so much easier on you. And then you're just going to push that together like that. And you will have your 5 quills. And I've got to smush this down. That piece is sticking out, or try to cut it off and then smush it. I call it smushing. That's how I learned it, so it's smushing. Smooshing the wire. Okay, hold on. This will come together, folks. It's just moving right now. There we go. And then we're going to use the nylon pliers again, because they are better for not damaging when you've really got all this to do. And you just smush that down right there and there. Smush that together. Just like that with your nylon pliers. You can do this too. Yeah, I usually say oil change. Star, get down. Look here. She's right up on the back of my chair, folks. Okay. So we're just going to squish that down here. I'm going to use the nylon pliers again. Let me pull this up here a second. Sorry, I had to get out of screen, out of frame. Because when you add the second part of the wire, of course it's going to be moving. And then we got to try to tighten it up. See, look how I pulled that right off that way. We got to tighten it up some. We're doing 1, 2, 3, And I'm going to squish those together already. And then we're going to do 4, 5. And we're squishing those together. And it really has it work hardens really fast. And then 6, 7, 8. Look at my wire. See, it's tangling up here. You got to watch it when you're doing this because it will tangle in the back. You just pull it out, straighten it out like I'm doing. You're just going to straighten out this long piece of wire. And even this is shorter than what I originally had. And you can use your nylon pliers and run them just across just like that, and it'll straighten that wire out right away. It really helps. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to squish those 3 together. I decided to start doing it in 3s. Okay, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And squish that together. There we go. And I will get these little nippy parts out, but it's going to be really pretty, folks. I promise you. It really is. Here, I got to show you this because someone is helping. Oh, she got down. She was over here. See her? There's Boss Kitty. She was here. She said, I'm helping, Mom. I'm helping. You need to, yeah, there you go. That's a good girl. I don't mind if she sits up there. It's easier than having her on my desk and she'll grab the wire and stuff. Stay up there. Good girl. You're a good girl. Anyone that has pets knows. So we're working on a beautiful rose quartz cabochon, which I believe is probably a 40 or 50 in size. It is a very beautiful, thick cut rose quartz, pink rose quartz cabochon. And we're going to put it on this teardrop necklace that we're coil wrapping. Okay, so now back to what I was doing and got distracted by Boss Kitty. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to squeeze that up together. I tell you, I need longer nails. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to squish that up together. Just like that. Get the needle nose pliers here again, or the other style pliers I have. See if I can pull this. No, I need the needle nose. Those are not going to work for this. So for me, I use the needle nose pliers because I can actually grab these smaller parts and just push them together just like that to make that coil. Squishing it down. So grab your popcorn, grab a drink, because this coiling takes a minute. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist, and my name is Lydia. Mixed media is what I do. But the jewelry is fun, and so I incorporated that in my life, watching another person do it, because I'm used to cutting metal and torching it. Give me just a second, folks. I'm trying to get a sip of my water and stretch my arms out. I did take something so my hands wouldn't cramp as bad, but they do cramp up in the live sometimes, so I apologize. I don't want my hands to stop working. We got a couple little bunches here, but we'll get that straight. So we're just doing 1. See how it's, look at that wire. It's just going every way but the way it should. So we got 1. I just push it down and pull. 2. Let's squish those together. And then I'll put a third one on here. 3, 4, 5. Wow. So watch your wire in the back, folks, when you're doing these coils, because it will grab a hold of whatever you're doing and get strung up and knotted up, and you won't even know it till it's too late and you can't do your wire wrap. Okay, so I think these coils are coming out actually really pretty, and that it's going to make this necklace gorgeous. So 1, we are counting, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop on 4 on this one and squish it together. There we go. I need some nails, I'm telling you. If you don't have nails, use your pliers to smush it together. It'll do the same thing. Okay, we'll do one more. Remember, folks, if you got to take a break, just leave me on and you can have me in the background. I really need the watch time because they do count it when you're in the lives here with me. And it does really help. And Anna, if you're still here, God bless you, sweetheart. She is so nice. Anna is an amazing person, too. So if you haven't subbed to her, you should. Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And we're going to squish those together. Look at how little, even though I had over 2 pieces of 6-foot wire. This is over 12 foot of wire. People don't know how much wire you're actually using, how much wire it takes. Okay. I do have his bead here. I left it sitting here because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. From Mineral Raccoon Glass, and I did those 2 pewter flowers and did the twist wire ring. Hand hammered, by the way. All those little looks are hand hammered. I just think they're gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to get here and go. That one little piece needs to scrunch up more. 1, 2, 3, 4. My wire is tangling. And then we're going to squish that together, those 4, right like that. See, that way if I do 4 or less, it doesn't get messed up on the wrap. Yeah, it really is over 12 feet of wire, and we haven't even wrapped it all. People don't realize how much you use because it doesn't look like much, but it is, I promise you, because I know what size my towel is, and this size towel is about 12 foot. So I actually use it to gauge my wire to wrap. I do have a thing that I can measure it. 1, 2. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. 3, 4. We are doing a coil on this teardrop necklace we're making with a pink rose quartz. It's going to be gorgeous, folks, I promise you. Remember, if you have little stickies or anything, cut them off or sand them off so no one gets stuck when they wear it. Especially, I don't know about you, I used to have long hair. My hair would get caught in everything. We don't want that to happen. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to squish that together. There we go. I don't know how well you guys can see, but I will sure try to make it better. There's a little oopsie there. It's hard when you're doing that, and then the coil there and the coil here. It's going to be gorgeous, folks. I promise. It's a teardrop necklace. The wire is going to be in a teardrop. And the rose quartz, the pink rose quartz, is almost like a teardrop. The reason I hold it back is because it's real. It's not glass. I need to polish it again. But you can tell. See that? Like, and it has some imperfections in it because it's quartz. Pink rose quartz. That's so cute. She's a good girl, Gemini. She really is. She does pretty well at staying off the desk most of the time. Sometimes I have to get her, though, because she likes the wire, too. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you for so much for everybody being here. Anna, Gemini, James, Ghost Rider. Everybody, remember everyone. Give them a chance. Go check them out. There's some great creators in here this evening. And then we just squish that together. There we go. Yay. We're getting it. We're getting it. It's going to be gorgeous, folks. 3, 4. And we will also be wire wrapping the gemstone that's going on here. It's going to be wire wrapped too. I'm thinking about doing a double or triple swirl wire wrap on this. I think it'll be gorgeous. We don't want to take away from the stone, so I don't want it to like take away from the stone, but that will help it really pop the rose quartz with a swirl twist. Yeah, Anna's an awesome person, folks. If you haven't subscribed to her already, you better do it. You won't regret it. She's amazing, and she supports me. She's such a sweetheart. I wish we all lived closer and we could have a big cookout, and we could have, you know what? We could have a craft and paint and wire class. That would be cool. I know another creator that does that every year. They go to a campground. In fact, it's Back to Earth Creations. She shames me, but she did come in my live. I've been with her and supporting her since 2016. I don't mean paying her bills, but supporting her in her lives. She's an amazing artist, and she is getting ready to go, and she's going to dress. I forgot what she said, dragon or something. It's like cosplay, but it's not. And you can win prizes for your outfits and how you look. And one year she did, years ago, because I still have the card, where she dressed up like a fairy. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody subscribe to everybody. And if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to me, and I will catch you back. And we're just doing this. We're doing a teardrop because this is gonna be pulled down so it looks like sort of like a teardrop. This wire, and we're gonna wire wrap it all the way around one side and the other. So hang on, like hang on, Snoopy, hang on, guys. We are really doing some wire wrapping tonight, and we're gonna wire wrap the gemstone too. But I wanted to get some of this coiling done because it takes so long to do some of it. So there's 3. We're going to smush that up together and get a nice coil there. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you guys out of frame. Thank you so much, Gemini. You are amazing too. All right, 1, 2, 3. And do a 4. You know, just from pulling on this 24 gauge wire, which is much smaller than the 20 gauge, right? It is already work hardening every time. So it makes it a little tough to get it to squish together, but I'm getting it, and I think it's going to be really pretty. And we're going to do like a double or triple swirl on the gemstone. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you will see a couple of them where I did a white pearl flower pendant, and it has like an S on it. It's really gorgeous. It's just the way it looked because it was double swirl wrapped. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if I can get these 6 to squish up together. There we go. I'm pulling this one back because I need to tighten that down. I don't know. You guys can tighten these down. You can pull it back after you wrap it and then squeeze it, and that will make it come even. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Folks, don't forget to thumb up the live while you're here. It really does help. And you being here helps with my watch time. So please hang around. We've got more great stuff coming. And it is art. You trust me. This is art. I used to draw my pieces before I made them as to what I wanted, designs and all that. I started that in 1997. I've been painting and drawing and jewelry since then. But I have some health issues. Sometimes it keeps me from where I can't be on here, and I'm so sorry. I try my best. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to squish that together, just like that. Use your fingers. And if you can't use your fingers, folks, use a pair of pliers, like a pair of needle nose pliers, or even round nose pliers. Just something that you can, hold. See what I mean? Don't want to push too hard. Hold and smush that back there. There we go. Now we're going to get this last part, and I have to add another piece of wire. 1, 2, 3, 4 is getting really short. 5, 6, 7. Can we get an 8 out of this? That's a really short wire. Wow. There we go. I barely got 8 on that last wrap. Then we're going to squish that together. I'm going to pull this around a little to this side. And then I'm going to cut that piece because we don't want that piece to stick anyone. There's a little bitty piece there. And you guys see that? See where that piece is sticking out? Hey, James, welcome back. And if you're still here and you stay in here, I really appreciate it because it helps with my watch time. Okay. So I see some bumps in here I'm not happy with, like that one, and a little bit of bump there. So we're going to squish this down and hope that that helps. Usually you can mush it if you're gentle. And when you mush, it'll make it go back. I usually go all the way around and mush instead of just one side. There we go. Just like that. You just mush it down. Squish that back, mush it down. Mush and squish. Those are technical words for this teardrop coil wrapping necklace. I gotta have a drink of my water, guys. Sorry. I'm so happy to have everybody here. Gemini, James, you guys are all awesome. These are awesome people. If you don't know them, make sure you subscribe to them and support their channel. I don't know where Ghost is. He was in here. Everybody should know Ghost Rider. He's a nice guy. He has an awesome channel. Okay, so we're going to do this too, some more of this wire coiling. But I'm going to go ahead and do the swirl on this because I know the wire coiling is boring. And we've got a big chunk of it still to do on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and wire wrap this. This should be interesting. Okay. And I had a piece of turquoise. This was really a long time ago when I first started. These are actually swirls too. But this is manganese turquoise. This is not real, but it's still gorgeous. Though it looks like it's real. Look. And it might be. I might have mistaken it because I usually always buy real gemstones. Thank you, Gemini. I'm honored to have you here. Okay, so we're going to take quite a bit, And we're going to do what I call a swirl. And that takes you to putting the wire together double. So we're doing 2 of these. Let me move this back. We're doing 2 of these so that they can be together. They're going to be pushed together, these 2 wires, which is really 1 piece of wire, but it's going to look like 2 pieces. And I'm hoping that I got this gauged right, because this is what we're going to put on the stone. I don't want you guys to get bored with me sitting there coiling the wire, so I figured, well, I can go ahead and swirl the stone and then go back to the coiling. Okay, so you take these 2 pieces here. We're going to use, let me find my, we're going to use a barrel. It's a barrel plier. And we're going to sort of turn this like this. And make it into a loop. And you just turn and release, folks. Turn and release. Okay, and then we just got that little loop there, which is going to end up going into the stone. Now we're pulling it all the way down here. Can you guys see this? It's a big piece of wire. Whoops. And I'm knocking stones off. We're going to take this like this. And it gets that little loop in there like that. Okay, now here comes the fun part. Because I need to make it so that what? Not only will this go through, but so that I can still add a jump ring to it. And I may not have to. It depends on how I do the swirl. So we're going to push through the hole here that's pre-drilled. I'm going to push down the back, lay the back down like that. And then you're going to take your finger and do loopies and swirls like that, see? And it's going to be really pretty, and it's not that hard to do. And so when you're doing the loopies and swirls on your stone, whatever it may be, even if it's not quartz, if it's an agate or something else, you can do the same exact thing. I'm going to take it and pull it around here. So hopefully I can grab this back wire. See the back wire? See how the back wire is? We're laying this piece from the front over this. Push it up because I want that to stay there. And then you're going to take the other piece, and again, use your wire nose, your chain nose pliers to grab and pull like that. And then you're just going to press it down because this is 24 gauge, so it's pretty soft. And you can squish this too if you want to make sure it's more secure and locked in place. So just use these pliers here, your nylon pliers if you have them. If not, you can do it by hand. You don't have to have these pliers. I'm just old and I've been doing it for a while and it helps me. That way I don't damage the wire either. So now that's got a hold of that. I want the back to be pretty too, so we're going to have to do this swirly thing like that. See? And press my finger down. And we're going to do it again. Make another swirl. And this one we're going to bring like an S, see? Just like that. And we're going to go back over the top here. There's your back. And then come back to the front again. Push that loop down there. I'm going to take this one and make another loop right here. And then she says, I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist and mixed media. So we're just sort of making this like this. We got like 3 little swirls there. We're going to swirl it back this way on the bottom. And then we're going to swirl it again right underneath here, like that. I'm going to actually take the 2 wires here, though, and I'm going to put them through this loop right here. If I can get it to go. There we go. I'm going to just sort of thread that through. I think it's going to be gorgeous. There we go. And this piece here. Trying to keep that down there. And we're going to come back around like this. And go like this. And then I'm going to take this piece and smush it down here. And it's going to go right under here. I have to use my chain nose for this. You want to take it through the weave in the back too. So you want, like, I'm going to have to lift this. I didn't think I would, but I am. I have to lift this piece up here. And then we're going to pull it down under there to lock it in place, folks. So hopefully it doesn't move. That's the hope, that it's not going to move. So we're going to use the needle nose pliers here and do a little bend here, which will tighten the wire up in the front. And I'm going to do the same here where this loop is and tighten it up. See there? Thank you so much, Gemini. You are so awesome. I love all the support and the kind words. We're just going to press that down here so it's flat. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to press this down. See where I got this piece up here so high up? I'm going to pull these pieces down again. There we go. And this piece needs to sort of go to the back here and over the side. And then this piece, I'm going to twist it again. There we go. I'm going to pull that down this way. It's almost getting in a wire flower thing, but it's giving me a hard time too, this piece of wire. And I'm just using my fingers to pull those out of place so that it stays that way. I'm going to push that on the back. Then I'm going to squish it in the front here. You're so nice. Thank you, Gemini. What beautiful words. Thank you for being here. I'm going to try to smush this down. I'm trying to figure out how to smush this side down here. I need it to smush. I did it with my fingers, but I need it to smush more. And we're going to push that one down right there. Then I'm going to use the wire nose again to do a little twist here, which will help lock these wires in place. And it'll also look nice, so that's not a worry. It'll still look really nice. And let's squish those two together. Smush that down like that. I use the side of my pliers too, folks. You can too. if you need to smush, squish, or move. I'm going to take this right here, turn it like that, because we're locking these down is what we're doing, and then we'll smush that down. There we go. That locks that piece in. Oh, and we need to squish some. There we go, just like that. I had wanted to put more of an S in this, but it looks more like an offbeat flower. But it's still pretty. Okay, and we're going to do a little kink right here. Just turn like that. Press it down. Because this part is the back of the stone. The other is the front. I'm going to tighten these down as much as I can here in the back to lock it in place. You can hear it kind of clicking because it's locking. I'm just going to press that down there. There we go. You can do a lot of smooshing with your fingers too, especially if the wire is soft enough. It will do for you. It will move. So this is sort of like a teardrop on this also to accent the teardrop necklace. Press that like that. Press it down. There we go. I'm pulling this down for a reason, so that once you wrap it, you can sort of decide where the wire is going to actually go and stay. Once you have that, your creation is done. So this is called like a swirl loop. And I really think it's pretty, but you know, and I just want to separate these tiers right here. That's what I'm trying to do, to have them pull more apart. Oops. And then we're going to smush that down. And I'm going to turn this again really tight and hard and smash that down. I'm going to close this top here. I'm going to try to close this, bring it together. And do that. There we go. And that piece is locked. Sorry, I hope I'm not getting out of frame while I'm doing this. I'm going to pull these two up together right here, and I'm going to turn it again. And then pull that down. We have a sort of swirl right here, and then the swirls are here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like that or not? Thank you so much, Gemini. You are amazing yourself. Thank you, Launch. You guys are so nice. You're wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so here is the trick that comes, okay? Because we have to add a gemstone to this, and the wire is already through the hole. So I'm going to grab this on the top, even though it's all supposedly done. I'm going to push that over, pull this back down, and push that over. Now, we got to see about a jump ring. I may even have to hand make one for this, but I think it's really gorgeous. It's really delicate too, folks, even though it's sturdy. And I like the swirly loops. And I was trying not to make it too busy up here, but it's kind of hard when you're doing the loops that it doesn't have more whirlies in it. So I call them swirlies. But I love them. I think they're gorgeous. And I think the piece will really stand out. So now I got to get a drink of water. Water break. You guys are amazing. Launch, I know this isn't part of the live, but you need to check to make sure the weather's going to be good when you come. I guess you're coming this weekend, right? Thank you, Gemini. I think it's a beautiful piece, and anyone really would, like Launch said, would be proud to wear it. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, so now jump ring decisions, and then we'll finish the wire wrap part. But jump ring decisions. I think, now I've got a bunch of jump rings back here, but I think I may have to get into my other one, which is, what's his name? Chainmail Joe. And I'm not sponsored by him either. These are all his too, by the way. They're perfect. They're stainless steel. They don't rust. Okay, so I think all these are too small. But I believe I put two larger ones in here. Whoops. See there? I'll have to go and get that necklace. It's on the floor now. Star will drag it off. Bus Kitty will drag it off, and I'll find it in the living room. I'm telling you, I kid you not. She has stolen my rings out of my ring holder that I made. Yeah, Launch is awesome. He's supported me for a long time, and I really appreciate that. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't thumbed up the live, thumb up the live. I need your support, love, and tenderness to get through these days of trying to get hours. Because believe it or not, folks, I am also trying to get monetized, or I could run out of gemstones. Okay, so we're going to use these. These are 16 gauge, 1/4 diameter, and they are from Chainmail Joe. I buy them in like 1 to 5,000, and it's cheaper that way. And Chainmail Joe is awesome. He'll even send you this. If you go up on their site and ask them for one of these, they will send it into the mail to you at your house. So you can get a free gauge thing so you know what size your jump rings are. And then all these cool designs on the back. European, box weave, hem chain, spiral, but Byzantine. I love the Byzantine. The Byzantine, sorry, let me get it up there so you can see. The Byzantine is really pretty. Actually, all these designs are, and I do those. So one night we may be doing some more chainmail. Lord, did my thing go off because it says you're live now? I've been live. What is it doing? Okay, so let's get out a couple jump rings from this. See how I have it double bagged? Because his bag actually got a hole in it. I guess the jump ring rubbed through it or something. In fact, it's triple bagged. Oh, my Lord. Because it's in the original bag down here. I have it taped, folks. Let me pull this back. I have this bag taped inside a bag inside a bag. Because they're not cheap, okay? So, but they're not, I mean, you could pay a lot more through someone else. So we're going to see if one of these will fit. If not, I'm going to have to make a bigger jump ring. Hey, Chance, welcome in, baby. Chance, don't you subscribe to my channel? I see him in essays live all the time. Don't forget to thumb up the live, folks. I really need your support. We're working, and I just did a pink quartz swirl wire silver wrap, and we're working, and we are coiling a silver. I'm going to make it into a teardrop necklace. And that is real pink rose quartz, by the way. And it's a big piece. And no, they are not cheap. But I think that's beautiful. I think it came out really gorgeous. Chance, aren't you subscribed to my channel? I think Chance is, but I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking. Chance is an awesome person too, folks. If you don't know him, go and subscribe. Absolutely. We're so happy to have you here, and thank you for all the thumbs up. Okay, so what we're deciding on right now, Chance, is we're deciding whether or not I'm going to have to make a jump ring. This is a rather large pink quartz, rose quartz gemstone, and I have used the hole there. So I may have to design something where I can get the jump ring to go in it. So we're going to try this. I got a feeling I'm going to have to make a bigger jump ring. But for the moment, we're going to actually try to use one of Chainmail Joe's 16 gauge jump rings. And I'm reaching over here like this to get my bent nose pliers with my chain nose pliers, and you just grab your ring right like on the side there, and there's a little crack right there, and you're going to use that and you're going to bend it open. And you don't want to do it too far because it will make the jump ring not shape well. So you can bend it this way is the best way, I believe, to open it up, the jump ring. Boy, these are tough, let me tell you. Chainmail Joe, you can depend on him, and I'm not sponsored by Chainmail Joe. All right, what happened? I closed it completely. Now I got to get it back open. Wow. Well, let me try another one because I closed it. It's probably never going to open again. Okay. I don't know if y'all could hear it click or not, but it did. I'm just going to bend this back just like that and open it up some. I may have to open it even more. Sorry, my camera keeps blurring, folks. In fact, I'm going to try to open it even more. Because we're going to try to put it through this rose quartz down here. There we go. See, I have it open now. It's pretty wide open. And I'm pulling this wire back, but I think I'm going to have to put a bail on top of here, make a bail, because this thing has got, yeah, see, it's got the hole, this wire. So we're going to have to make a small bail, which I can do. I can do this. Thanks, Chance. You're awesome. You are subscribed to me, aren't you, Chance? I thought you were. All right, buddy. There's your badge. Talk up, Chance, and you got your badge. Because you are subscribed. As long as you're subscribed to me, I will badge you. It's weird because they used to give us like a wrench on YouTube. Now it looks like a police officer badge. So we are the YouTube police when you get to do this. If you don't mind, Chance, I just made you a moderator also. And we're going to cut this. We're going to actually make a bail for this, which is going to be really strange because I've got to take this wire and get it through that hole in order to make the bail. There we go. I think I made it. Did I make it? Come on. Can I get 2 wires in here? I need 2 wires in here. Wow, that was really hard, but I got it pushed through, folks. See there? It's right there. All right. We're going to push it more through because we're going to pull this up and we're going to twist it like a bread tie, folks. That's how you think about it. You can make a bail with the wires and do a figure 8 if you want. But here is the easiest way to make a bail on your thing. And that's to push the wires down like that and pull up. And then you're going to wrap around this way. And then we're going to push those together too. And then we're going to pull that other wire down in just a minute. I'll show you how to do that. Wow, these are really tight. This thing is really work hardening. That wire is so work hardened. Unbelievable. Let me get this to open this back up. When I have to use the pliers, it means it's really worked hardened more than I thought it would. Okay, we're going to push this down on here. It is not letting me do that. Oh my goodness. It's because I twisted it so tight. It just really work hardened it. So I'm going to straighten this out with my nylon pliers, the little boob I made. Awesome, Chance. Chance is awesome, everybody. If you don't know him, he's on Essays too, and I believe Mentals. So go and check him out. Make sure you sub him and support him. Everybody that comes in this channel is awesome. So we're just using nylon pliers to straighten out this wire that I have work hardened it. It's almost like I hammered it, but it's because I twisted the wire. And I need it to be further through. I realized I didn't have it far enough through because you need these ends to come up together here. So we're going to try to bring them together. Let's see, I still need a little further in there. Let's try this. You just pull it up like that. That's pretty close. So we're just going to push this down really tight if I can do it. And we're going to twist it like a bread die. Yep, like a bread tie almost. I'm just going to keep doing that all the way up the wire. And then I'll show you how we get the bend in it so it becomes a bail. I cannot believe how much that work hardened is. And this is not, I mean, what is it? It is actually, this is 20 gauge wire, and it's really hard. The wire has really work hardened. It's like I hammered it or something. There we go. Round and round we go. Okay. Now we're going to smush this with the nylon pliers that I have put somewhere and can't find. Everything's right in front of me, so you'd think that I wouldn't lose anything. See, it's sitting right there. See? Gemini Peace is cool, Chance. She has a channel too, and she does really far out art. I love her stuff. So we're just mashing this down with the nylon pliers. And I'm going to cut this short piece here. And then I'm going to cut the top piece off. And then we're going to take it and fold it around so we have a bail. How about that? I'm just going to cut these two pieces right here. There we go. And I always, folks, if you can, save your scrap pieces because you can make links and a chain, this, and you don't want to throw it away. That's a lot of wire to lose. Okay, I have a little drawer that I put all my wire in. Okay, then we're going to take this because it's going to be our bail, remember? I'm going to bend it like that. And I'm actually, watch how I do this. I think it's going to be really pretty. I'm going to bend that around from the back, from the front to the back. It is so hard, folks. I have no idea how it work hardened so fast. I mean, really hard. Like I'm having to really put a lot of pressure on here to get this to work. Okay. And I'm going to twist it one more time like that. So to get that bottom twisted there so it stays together. We're going to keep twisting because I want this part to be smaller. And it will be by the time I get through. In fact, you can use your barrel nose pliers. I didn't even think about that, folks, for this. Instead of doing it by hand when it's so hard. We're just going to twist and hold like that. And I'm going to pull this around, move that up, pull it around. Wow, this thing's so work hardened. Okay, so I'm going to try to twist this a little more because I want it smaller. I want this to loop over. I'm using my hands here because when it gets this hard, sometimes it will break. We need to move this up a little. Wow. Just squeezing that down. Y'all notice I got real quiet. There we go. I think I want to bend this forward. Let's see if I can get it to bend back the other way because I want that part to be on the front. And we're just pulling this up. It is really work hardened, folks. I kid you not. I've never had wire work hardened this quick. And I want to use my round nose on this end, I believe. Thank you, Gemini. You're so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to use the other small barrel nose because I want the smallest one I can. I think that's about a 2 millimeter on the bottom. We're just going to twist it up like this. This wire is really work hard, and I cannot believe how hard it is. Go. Yeah. I think we got it. It's work hardened. What can I say? And it's sort of like a teardrop there, too. I sort of wanted to keep the theme of what we're doing, which is the teardrop necklace. There we go. There we go. See? And now we can put the jump ring through that. Thank you, Gemini. You're so sweet. Chance, I'm sure you got many talents. And by the way, everybody, including Chance, sometime, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, I'm not sure, I will be pulling out. I found my metal shears. I'm like a kid. Oh, my Lord, I found them. So I want to cut some metal, okay, and torch it and hammer it. Yeah, because I think it'll be cool. So I hope you guys will come to that. And when we say torch in the US, it means fire. But in like Sydney and I believe the UK, A torch means a flashlight. It's really weird how different they are. I got to take a water break and a stretch, guys. I really lean into my work. Thank you for letting me get water. Okay, so we've got the bezel. Now I can make one, maybe I can do it on another stone. I can make the bezels where they go in a loop like this, but you do a figure 8 in the wire. That kind of bezel, but this just made it easier. I still need this to tighten down here, so let's see if I can get it to do it with these pliers. Okay. I'm going to smush that down right there. There we go. And if you can see by the way I did this, I wanted it to bend closer, but it is so work hardened, it doesn't want to move. At least you know the bail's sturdy on my pieces. Okay, so it has that like double there flare, which I like. I think it's pretty. And then if you turn it around, you can see it's sort of like a hoop. I think that's really pretty. Thank you so much. Yeah, awesome. I see 14. So you remember this. The person, like when you're on the other side, you don't see sometimes when you're the live creator. Happens to Andrew all the time. I was hoping Andrew would be here tonight, but he's probably asleep or he hadn't gotten up yet. I don't know. It's really early for him. I try to go to his lives too. Art by me, Andrew. So if you know him, you aren't subscribed, you need to subscribe. Okay, so now let's do our jump ring because now we have a bezel on here. And we could actually do it without a jump ring. We could run the wire through here and put it on here, you know, and you wouldn't need a jump ring. But I want the jump ring because I think it makes it look neater. What does everybody else think? James, thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate you being here. Awesome. You guys are awesome. All of you are awesome. I'm getting a drink of water and stretching, folks. I apologize. That's why I stopped for a minute. Plus, I'm going to be wrapping another stone after this, which has gone off somewhere. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do this. This is a Mojave turquoise. It's real turquoise, but it's Mojave. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, folks. It's Mojave. How do you pronounce it? Mojave? Mojave? I don't know, but that's the name of it. It's real turquoise. It's a real gemstone. If y'all hear my cat's electric kitty box, I'm sorry, in the background. Every time she goes to do her oil change, as I call it. And I haven't decided either. Like, I don't know. I thought about wrapping this in copper. What does everybody else think? Because of the gold in it? Like I said, it's a real Mojave turquoise, and it's just gorgeous. Oh, okay, that's good, because I can hear it loud and clear. I'm like, oh my Lord, it's in my video now. Awesome. Copper it is, Gemini, because I thought that would look really pretty in copper. I mean, I like the silver, don't get me wrong, but I think the copper makes some things like turquoise and stuff really pop. And It'll go with this. If you look up MOJAV, Maja turquoise, it's real turquoise. And they have this gold. This one seems to have a lot of it with this. That's why I say you can tell too that it's real. I mean, look at that where they sanded it and cut it. It's not perfect. Anybody? Oh, yeah. Gemini, are you working on any new art? She has some amazing art, folks. You need to check it out. It's a lot of fun. I think, well, no, there's some in shorts. I need to go and check her out on her long videos, and I haven't had a chance. Okay, so we're going to get this jump ring now, this 16 gauge, whatever dimensions I told you guys. I think it was 3/4. We're going to open it up and put it into our new pink quartz, pink rose quartz, so that we can attach it to the necklace. I just like the idea of having a jump ring. I mean, I could attach it with this bezel here on the top, but I'm just, you know, it's a part of being whole, I call it. Exactly. Okay, so we open that. You move back to open it with 2 sets of pliers because there's no way you can do that with your hands unless it's really soft metal. Then we're just going to slide it through here. See there? Just like that. Slide it through, and then we're going to close it back till you hear that click. It should make a little click noise. Whoops. Sorry about that, folks. I hit the camera. Okay. Oh my goodness. I may have to use my other, yeah, I'm going to have to use my other pliers to do this. Let me find them. Oh my Lord. Okay, we're going to try this again. I'm going to open it up. And these are 16 gauge, so they're not easy to open and close. And it's weird because every time something flies off the table, it always goes off the back of the table. It barely ever comes like under my legs or something right in front of me where I can get it. Okay, so we got that all the way through now again. And then she says, okay, then I don't know if I can, well, I'll just have to put it here and stop the wire wrap there and go up here and then do the other side. Because we're going to close this up right here, like so, on the pink quartz cabochon roll stone pink rose quartz, folks. Let me tell you, this thing is giving me a hard time. Hold on here. This is some heavy-duty jump rings, folks. I'm telling you. They're like hard to close. But they are some of the best jump rings. If you want to use good jump rings, these are those. Look at that. Jump ring stayed on and it fell off. Lord. Sorry about that, folks. We're having a little technical difficulties here, as I call them. Oh, my goodness. Come on now. I may have to get my pliers to do this again. There we go. There we go. In fact, you know what? Let's close this because the top of the necklace isn't together yet, which means we can cheat a little bit and slide this down because it's on a jump ring. Okay. We're just grabbing the left side and the right side together. We're going to wiggle it back and forth until it closes. I tell you one thing, with these chainmail Joes, man, they close really well usually. Look at this. I marred a side up on it because I'm using those metal chain nose there. These are too, but these don't have the groove in it. We're just wobbling this back and forth until it closes. Wow. My pliers keep sliding. I'm sorry, folks. And hold on tight to it because these things will jump and move, which is normal. Okay, and we're doing, I think this is about a 40 by 33 cabochon. I could be wrong. It's one of the larger ones. And I'm going to squeeze this right here. This is really giving me a hard time closing it. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Ouch. I pinched myself with the pliers. Okay. I'm going to grab these again. And you kind of push in too when you're doing this. So you don't see somebody really pushing in. They can do it the other way, but you want this to clasp tightly. I think we got it. Yay. See how I marred that a little bit up there? So be careful if you're using pliers that have gauges in them. Thank you so much, Gemini. You are so sweet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to thread the stone right on this teardrop necklace because we got quite a bit of wire left here to do. I just thought it would be a nice little break for y'all to be able to see me stop and go ahead and wrap the stone. Okay. I'm going to move this down. I need it to go through the jump ring only, not the bail, the jump ring. See? So we have to get it through the jump ring, not the bail part. There we go. And it will slide right on here. Yippee! And then we're going to bend it because we're trying to make this look like a teardrop if possible. We're going to do a teardrop sort of necklace. But it is going to come out of shape because I'm wire wrapping it right now. But I think it's going to be gorgeous. Okay, let's do some more wire wrapping around that. This one was a big project. I didn't think, like, if I wrap it too fast, it will look terrible. You guys are all amazing. I'm taking a stretch break. Okay, I'm gonna drink water. One day I may be monetized and I have one of those things that say hydrate. No. Yeah, I'm still working on my hours, folks, and I desperately need them. I try to watch other people's videos too, as much as possible to help support everyone. Okay, so we're going to now, we're going to go down here because I want to fix this right here where there's no wire wrapped on it. Okay. That's the copper wire. I need the silver wire over here. It's just Create, and it is, it will, as far as I know, it will not tarnish. This is 24 gauge that we're doing the wire coil in. And I decided, and you should too, not to do more than you can handle each time because the wire will bend up and twist and go everywhere. Thank you, Gemini. You're so sweet. Okay, so I'm just using my fingers here to straighten this 24 gauge wire out. Then I'm going to cut this. Start, boss star. Got to get down, baby. Get down. Get out for mommy. Go on. Go on. Go on. Good girl. I have the equalizer, guys. It has water in it, so don't worry. That's why she moves. Otherwise, she would not get down. She's really stubborn. I guess she gets it from me. Okay, so we're going to be cutting this wire here, which is 24 gauge Benecraft crafting wire. They have good wire too. It's just I'm a big parawire junkie, so the next one will be wrapped totally in parawire. Okay, now I'm going to, this is going to be exciting, right? Because I'm going to wrap, I'll see if I can move that up that way, out of the way. You know what? I can move this completely off of this till I finish the wire wrap. I think would be smarter. What do you guys think? I think it would. Almost looks like a bird, doesn't it? It's got wings. Okay, so remember to have your popcorn and a drink because coiling can take a minute. Since I'm trying to cool the entire necklace. But I think it'll be really pretty. So that's one. I'm going to pull that back. I did a V in it because I want it to sort of look like a teardrop when I'm done. I think it'll be really pretty. I love you, Gemini piece. You got a good sense of humor, too. You do. Okay. So we're doing coils on the pink rose quartz teardrop necklace. That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should have probably wrapped some of this before the live. I wasn't even thinking, folks. Now we're just going to smush that up together, just like that, using your fingers. If you can't do your fingers, just use a pair of chain nose pliers or even your nylon head pliers because it'll keep you from marring your wire that you're wrapping. Okay, I'm just going to smush that down. And I need to, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll pull it up close enough. There is, see that piece of wire? That needs to be cut. Make sure it doesn't hit anybody. Was what my screen. I had to bring it up and then bring it down. Okay. If anybody wants to see close up, just say close up. If you don't, we'll leave it like it is. Okay. Just smushing this down. Pushing that together. Again, squishing. You're so awesome, Anna. Okay. Did you see the stone in it? I'm assuming you were here when I did this, the weaves and tears. That's the back, and then this is the front. And we did the bail with the jump ring. Okay, so we're going to cut this little nodule off here that's sticking out. It's kind of hard for everyone to see that, but there is really a piece of wire right there just sticking out waiting to get somebody. Can't have that. Can't have that. And it's so small, it's even hard for me to see, but I've got to cut that piece off. It's right there. I hold my finger there. It might be easier to see that little chip of wire. I'm just going to cut it right to the very edge. We want to make sure you're just grabbing that wire and not your main wire because you don't want to cut your necklace in two. So just put it under there. and clip it off right there, just like that. Yay. And I try to get those little pieces, if I can, to fall on the desk because I walk around barefooted a lot. Thank you. You're so sweet, Anna. We love you, Anna. All of us in the room love you. Okay. I'm just squishing that down with the nylon pliers, and then we're going to do some more wraps because this whole piece is going to be wrapped, folks. And I'm going to put an extender chain on this one. And because I have the pink quartz, I'm thinking maybe 2 of the larger silver beads and using 3 of these abalone that are just beautiful. They're real abalone. There's some glue on the back of that one. I cleaned the rest of them off, but it's really gorgeous. That's true. That's true. I really should. You're right, Hannah. I do have my shoes on tonight, socks and tennis shoes, so I should be pretty safe. So I'm kicking the phone and the camera out of the way. I understand, Anna. You're awesome. I love you. Thank you for caring. That means so much. Okay, so we're going to use the nylon pliers here and smush this down. If you guys want a close-up, just say it and I'll closen it up some. But this is the only way I can work to do the wire, and it takes a little room to do it. I'm pulling it out that way. I did shorten the wire up this time, so it's going to be like 3 times cutting or more so that I don't have to worry about it not getting knotted up in the end. There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 5. I think that's 5. I think that's 5. You're amazing too. You absolutely are. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing a coiled wire here, and as you can see where that little gap is, I'll have to push that together later. It's because I had to use separate wire each time to wire wrap this. And it's got a bend in the middle because we're going to make it like a teardrop. Give me a second, guys. I got to hydrate again. And stretch my back out. You guys don't realize it, like the camera is right in front of me and the pole to the camera is between my legs because my other camera that's on an arm, I don't know what's wrong with it, but that metal thing on the bottom, something's wrong with it, and every time I try to attach it, the arm doesn't do what it's supposed to. So I found I have more control with my straight up posts. And by the way, I'm not selling this, but I got it off of TikTok. And it was supposed to have been like $10, and they charged me $30 shipping. You know, it was one of those buy it and you resell it. That was a couple of years ago now. So I've had this for a couple of years. It's 63 inches. So what that means is, like, if I'm in here, even though I've got to move it around and it will twist and turn, you know, go up and down, and I can bring it back and forth, but you can slide this thing up. Let's see where you guys are. I mean, you're way up there because this is 63 inches, folks. And if you're a creator, that's important. So it's pretty cool. All right, now we're back on here and we are doing a wire coil on this teardrop necklace. I'm going to have to use the pliers. I cannot believe this wire is hardening up so fast. And I'm used to using parawire, so I really do kind of push parawire because they are totally soft, even if they're 18 gauge, which makes them a lot easier to work with. There we go. I'm going to have to use my nylon pliers to mush that part of the wire out. Oh, am I out of frame or am I too high up? Sorry about that. Goodness, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Gemini. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I just did. I don't know what I was thinking. I was showing y'all how it lifted up and down, and then I didn't bring it down far enough. Okay, so we're going to use nylon pliers here and kind of mush this down. And I just go around. You can kind of twist it too with the pliers around. And that just helps it come together more. This is quite a bit of work for a necklace, but it's actually worth it, and it makes it more valuable with the rose quartz. I think it's really pretty, and I really like that look. And we're working on this. We're going all the way down and come around to here. I'm going to stop probably about, stop right here, and I will do the same thing. I'll come back here and stop right here, and we'll match it up, and then we will have us a teardrop or a peach, almost a peach looking. Here I am in the state of Georgia, the state of peaches, I think it is here. Where I'm from, it's peanuts and tobacco. So, and it's not Carolina either, it's Virginia. Okay, so now we're going to wrap a few more, which means we're going to count 1, 2, and I just push it back with my finger like that. And then 3, and again, 4, and 5, and you just move your whole hand through it. It's real easy. You can get this. Quilling's a lot of fun, and it really adds to the piece of jewelry. I just wish I had better fingernails. Like my other creator friend. She's got long nails, and she does it all the time. Hey, Texas Regina, welcome in, young lady. All right, everybody check out Texas Regina. She's got an awesome channel too, and she also does, I believe I'm correct, does diamond art. So I'm going to make you a mod. If you don't want to be one, let me know. But I always make my subscribers, whoever subscribed to me, I usually make them a mod in my channel. Kind of protects me and also gives them a little bit to know that I trust them. So, Regina, am I right? You did the diamond art with that really pretty, like, anime girl, I think is what I watched. That was really a good video. I love diamond art. By the way, I have a dragon. I'm thinking about doing it on here one night, but it's like over 300 and some beads. I may have to just make a video of it. I don't do much diamond art. I'm used to drawing, but a friend of mine said, oh, you should try this. You'll enjoy it. But I got to be honest with you, it's easier for me to draw the dragon and sketch it than it is to do those beaded ones. Whatever. What do they call those, Regina? Oh, you just finished a dragonfly. Now that sounds awesome. Right on. Regina's awesome, everybody. Make sure you get to know her. She came from Tracy's Learnings, local learnings. And usually Tracy's here too. Did I get that right? Okay, I think I did. I think I got it pinned that you just finished your dragonfly, but it's beautiful. Everybody go to to Texas Ranger Regina. Sorry about that. It's because it's from Tracy's Learnings, local learning. She's an amazing creator too, and she supports all of us. And she's usually in my lives, so I'm surprised I didn't see her here tonight. Okay, we're just going to squish that together. and mush that down just a little bit right there so I don't have that hump. Why is my thing out of the frame again? You know what it is? This wire is really tiny, okay? And sometimes it doesn't show up, even if I have it in frame. Sounds wonderful. Sounds beautiful. Sounds like a lot of work for Gina. Those things are work, folks. People that do that diamond art all the time. That's why I laugh, because I started about 3 years ago. I started doing, who is that guy? We called him Yoda, but this is Baby Yoda. And it's a small one too, and I haven't finished it yet. I said I can draw him quicker than I can do this. But that's all. But it's still an art. I believe it's an art. It's beautiful. A lot of diamond art looks just like a painting, so it's really amazing. So we are just squishing down as we coil wrap my teardrop pink quartz gemstone. Yeah. Oh, and here, since you weren't in here, I did a swirl wrap on it, and I made a bail for the top. Those are just called swirly cues. And this is a real pink quartz, rose pink quartz, Regina. So everybody, support Regina too. Go to her channel, sub her. You can do it by just clicking on her name. I pinned her so it would be real easy. Just don't report her, because that's easy too. These thingy things have, do you want to report or whatever. Make sure you just go to her channel and sub to her. Okay, so we just squished that part together right there. And it's going to get harder as I go around here, but we're going to do it. And I'm going to take an itty bitty break again to stretch my back, because I really lean into this. I am really like concentrating while I'm doing this. Even though I love doing it, the certain way I sit, and I got a good desk chair, folks. It's not the most expensive one, but it's not a cheap one either. But I can't lean back until I kind of get my hands out from the camera. Thank you so much, Gemini Peace. I really appreciate that. She's a creator, and she's awesome too. So remember, folks, if you don't know each other, get to know each other, and make sure that you sub to each other. All right. Now, just trying to get these wire coils to come together right here. They are really work hardened, folks. I do not know why. I think it's because I'm not using parawire. This will teach me a big lesson tonight. If you're going to do coils and stuff, use parawire. It's softer. It's also anti-tarnish, so is this. But this is it's really hard wire. I'm just so surprised. I didn't think it would be, because it's such a small gauge. It's only 24 gauge. And we are wire wrapping a teardrop necklace with a sort of teardrop cabochon that's pure pink rose quartz. Just gorgeous. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and we're going to push those together. You can do this with your hands, but if it gets too tough like this is unbelievable that this wire is so hard. So I suggest, I'm not sponsored by them. I don't make any money. I can try to put a link in here. I know they sell it on Amazon too, where you can get the different gauges of parawire. It makes it a lot easier when you're doing a project. 1, 2. I told everybody, Regina, grab some popcorn, whatever you're drinking, drink of your choice, and just relax, because the wire weave was easier than the coil, because there's so much to it. And that's 4. I'm doing it in smaller reins because it's so hard to push back this wire. 1. Sorry about that, getting out of frame again. 2, 3. I'm going to stop at 3 and push those together. See how it gets caught on the other side of the wire? It's crazy. Okay, that makes 3. And then we're just going to smush these together. tighten that up a little bit. All right. And then 1, 2. Hang around, folks. I need the watch time. If you got to go and grab a bite to eat, leave it playing. Just being honest. Okay. 4. Because I want to try and wrap the this is real turquoise, folks. It's Mojave, Mojave, Jave. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. And I will find out where I got it from because it wasn't here. Well, sometimes my hands don't let me do it either. Because Texas, Regina, do you want me to, can I call you Regina? Regina, I have some real health issues and my hands will cramp up. People have seen me in other lives where my hands were like this and I had to stop. I couldn't do anymore. So I definitely understand that. And I also have it for the spasms in my back. They gave me like a 5 milligram muscle relaxer. It's not really heavy duty. It's just to keep me from having the cramps. And by the way, folks, I took that before I started tonight because I knew this right here, my hands would cramp up so bad I wouldn't even be able to do it. So we're just smushing that together so that it's more of a coil. I'm pulling down on this wire too when I'm smushing it. I don't think that it would be as hard with para-wire. And I don't know where my 24 gauge para-wire is. So I'm using this wire, which is not the one I normally use. Thank you, Regina. Not that I don't love your name, I do. Are you from Texas? I used to live in Tyler years ago. I was a lot younger then. We're just smushing this together. And then we're going to get this piece here. This one is being a little booger here. Just going to squish that together. I'm going to smush it down there. That's what I call it, smushing. I'm going to go 3 more. This wire is so hard, folks. I mean, it's good wire, but I don't recommend it for this that I'm doing. But it's what I had, so I grabbed it. And I thought, oh, it'll be fine. I'm just doing some coils. But it is really hard, this wire is. Which I've said almost the whole life, that it's kind of like work hardened. But how can it work hardens way too fast? I'm just going to push down there and twist around. Same thing here. Push down and twist around. Same thing there. Push down and push around. There you go. Push your wire around. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Regina. Welcome, welcome in from Texas. Don't forget, everybody, if you're not subbed, make sure you go sub Regina and watch her videos. She's got some cool stuff. She does diamond art. Okay, we're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. I think after this, what I'm going to do is make a pair of earrings. They're quick and easy, and try to use some of this here, which is just gorgeous. Maybe this with some blue lapidus beads and a couple, it would make some pretty earrings because it is really gorgeous. I had gotten glue or something on these. They're okay. They are real abalone, which I think is gorgeous. It's sort of like abalone is the shell. And where I got to know about abalone was when I lived in Monterey and Carmel. Thank you, Regina. You're so nice. So I'm just trying to get this. I have to get it smushed down some more. If I count over 5, this is what happens. The wire doesn't like that. So try to keep your coils at 5 or 4 for each one so that you can get it to smush together. I'm just going to smush this down right here and turn it and turn it and turn it. Then we're going to 1, 2. Whoops, I went backwards. I think I was undoing it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to push this together just like this so it bunches up. Then I'm going to go back and hit it with the pliers on the part. So it should all be as smooth as this end is. And that's got a little tip there that needs to be cut off. I missed it. What is lunch cooking? Oh, yummy lunch. Okay. Give me just a second. I got to do a stretch break again, folks. I'm sorry. Oops. And I kicked my camera. You guys are so awesome for hanging out here. I really need the watch time, too. So I really wanted to do some awesome pieces tonight for you. Yeah. And so we're doing the pink rose quartz, which already has a swirl wrap on it in silver, and it has a bail, a handmade bail for the jump ring to go on the necklace. Let me look at my chat thing, because something... No. How do I do this when I'm live? I know how to do it when I'm in a live. See if it's here. No, that's not it. Chat filter. Yeah, it's got me on top messages. I want all because I'm missing stuff. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Launch pineapple cottage cheese. I'm vegan. I haven't eaten cottage cheese in 35 years, but I loved it when I did eat it. And that pineapple's really good for your stomach, folks. I'm not a doctor or anything, but it has to do with the biobremen or whatever it is in it. Even if you can't get fresh pineapples, if you buy the canned ones that aren't packed in syrup, it's just like having them fresh. Okay, so we're back to wrapping. Grab your popcorn and a drink or your favorite snack, whatever that is, nuts, berries, grapes. All right, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to squish that together. We're getting to the end of this wire here. So I'm going to have to get another piece of wire to finish this up. The problem is it's better on a longer piece, and I guess you could hold it on the roll if you had to, but it does kink up, and that becomes a problem. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put an extender chain on this, which is going to look really pretty. With the, like I told you, with the silver beads and this, it'll be gorgeous. You're so funny, Gemini. Okay, we're just pushing that last piece over there, that little teeny piece, and then we're going to squish it again. And this wire does work hard and heavy duty, so I recommend Parawire, even though I'm not sponsored by them. It's much easier because it's a much softer wire. Okay, there we go. All right. And see, I got to remember that this is supposed to have like a point in it. With the coils, it makes it a little hard, so I'm using my hands to kind of straighten out this piece over here. There we go. We got our point back so that we can make it into a teardrop, rose, quartz, necklace, choker, sort of. Thank you, everybody, for all the thumbs up. You guys are great. I'm taking a water break. I've been trying to get myself weaned off of drinking so much green matcha tea. That stuff will make you go through the ceiling. It has a lot of caffeine in it. Okay. Sounds delicious lunch. Stop that, because I'm hungry. We got to finish this. We have work to do here on Organic Silver Moon Designs channel. Mixed media artist Lydia. So glad to have everyone here. So happy to see you. I'm glad Chance stopped in. Really nice person. Okay, so we're getting about, again, this wire, Argentine Silver by Binacraft. Create or something. I can't even say their name. That's really bad. I must have gotten this wire a while back because after that I started buying all peril wire because it's so much easier to work with. And I can try, once the video is uploaded, you guys come back or something, I can try to put a link in there so you can get the peril wire if you decide to be creative and create your own. Which is what I try to do for people, is get them to be interested and like it. Because it's a lot of fun. So we're going to wrap this one piece. Sorry if I stay in frame. We're going to wrap this one piece here because it's the start to the next set of wire. And I'm kind of pulling on that. And I'm going to wrap it again. And again. Sorry. So sorry. I'm looking down now at my camera, so I'm hoping that I'm staying in frame now. I'm trying. Okay, and then we're going to push this together, squish this up, pull that over, squish it again. There we go, one. See how it's wrapping around the back of the wire here? It's just doing everything. And this piece isn't that much longer than the other piece was. That's why I said don't let it be too long because it will twist and everything else in your wire. Just straightening that out, but if you want, you can use these, but I'm warning you, it does work hard in the wire. Just pull through there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. You guys get on me if I get out of frame, let me know. I catch myself most of the time, but sometimes I don't. Okay. See, I'm going to have to squish that piece down. But one of the reasons I'm having these pieces jump in certain parts is because I'm using smaller wires to coil this necklace. Just going to keep going around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to push that together just like that. And I'll be smushing down these rough spots in the end. Because that's what happens when you do coiling. Sounds delicious, Launch. Stop making everybody hungry. You better share. Okay. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to squish that together. Usually I pull them up kind of tight and then push it together. And then I'm going to use the nylon pliers to squish this down and turn it. Just spinning it around. And that sort of helps to make it even up. 1, 2. And when you are wrapping, let me remind you, like, not only keeping your count smaller for doing the coiling, but also to actually get it as close as possible wherever you're starting it, so that it's in the right place. If that makes sense on here, you have to get it as close as possible. I'm going to squish it again. There we go. Yay, we have more coils. See that one piece there, though? We need to cut that. Either cut it or file it. Okay, I'm going to use the nylon pliers and squish this. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm so happy to have you here supporting me during this live. And I hope you like what I do, and I hope you learn something from it. Whoops. So we're going to do again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to squish that together after 4 hoops around the wire. We're doing a coiled silver wire rose necklace with rose quartz. But this is like a teardrop necklace. The wire will be in a teardrop shape, and the rose quartz will go on it. Sorry, it keeps getting out of the frame too. And we already wrapped that with a swirl and loop wrap, which I think is really pretty. And that's a gorgeous piece of rose quartz. I'm so lucky to have had it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, sorry I hit the camera. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you want to pull this up tight, as you can see how that's, let it focus again. There we go. I'm going to pull that around and tight with your hands. It shouldn't be this hard, but this wire is really tough compared to parawire. I'm just warning you. I grabbed it thinking it'd be just fine. Checking the chat filter here. Making sure I got it on all messages, because I've been missing messages. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for everyone who's here. Stay and support me. If you can't watch it, at least play it. And this is a long live stream tonight. I mean, I have long ones, but this is going to be one of the longest because of the work I'm doing. Okay, and we'll just pull that back up under there. We are wire wrapping, doing a coil on a teardrop. I'm forcing it to be like a teardrop necklace by bending it, and that's what I did. I bent it here in the middle, sort of made it round. I'm going to push this together to tighten up those coils. There we go. Hey, Chance. Thank you. You're so awesome. Thank you for being here, guys. It really helps having you guys here. I could not do this without you. You are amazing. I'm going to cut a little piece here, right here that is sticking out. See if I can pull that up some and cut it right on top of it like that. So we get right there, so there's no pokey. But you can take it. If you're in fear that you got pokies or something, you can take a Dremel with a sander on it, or you can hand sand it too. Or if you have one of those, I forget what they call them. It almost looks like Where is my bead reamer I just had? Oh, and I took it out of there too, as I was showing you guys. And of course, I laid it down somewhere. Anyway, if you have one of these little bead things, it has like a round end on it, and if you can do the wire if you want, and it will smooth it out. But I personally would rather cut it and sand it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wait a minute. I'm going over that wire. That might be why I'm getting the hoopy loopies. There we go. There we go. Yep, there we go. This is the hardest wire, I swear. I really do recommend Parawire. You're so awesome, Gemini, and Chance, you are too. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Thank you, Chance. You're amazing. Well, did she like anything? That's the question. Did she like anything? I'm going to be doing some actual fire, what I call torch and metal, like a smith does, like a metalsmith, because I think I do some cool things. We're going to be making rings and necklaces. Oh, give me a second here. I got to grab my other water, folks. Oops, and I keep kicking my camera. I'm so sorry. Give me just one moment. Thank you for showing me off to your wife. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get some more water, guys. Behind the scenes, Organic Silver Moon Designs. Mixed Media Artist Lydia is grabbing some water. Boy, that's a mouthful, my name. But you know, I chose it years ago, and it stuck, and people liked it, and I thought, oh, that's great. That's my name then. Whoops. If you hear noise, it's my fault. I knocked off my bracelet mandrel on the floor. Trying to get out of that little cubby hole where I work with the camera. Okay. I got my other drink here. Bringing it over so I can have a sip of it. It's real tight quarters in here, even though I cleaned up when you got the camera and the lighting and everything. Plus, I showed you guys that big box with all my jewelry in it. Yeah, I hope she likes my stuff. Not all of it's perfect, but I'm down to earth, and one day I'm going to draw some more dragons. And I plan on making a sculpture of a clay one. Okay, so we're going to get back to this. I hope everybody's got their popcorn, their soda, and you're just chilling, and I'm hoping that you love being here, because I love having you here. You are amazing. See, if I don't watch it, I'm overlapping the same wire, and you don't need to do that. Trust me. You got to watch and make sure it comes out on the end. Thank you so much, Chance. You're awesome. Okay, and then we're going to squish that together. Right there, like that. Sorry about that. See? You guys got to tell me, hey, you're out of frame. Gemini will tell me I'm out of frame. Which I appreciate, because sometimes you're working and you don't realize you moved your hands out of the camera. And it can be like, it's really a learning curve, and I've been trying to make sure I stay in frame and keep my hands in frame. Sometimes, too, it helps to come back further that way. And if you guys want a close-up, I'll do a close-up again. So just keep weaving that around to make your coil. And we're doing this on a teardrop necklace, which is the way I'm shaping the necklace. And it's going to have a pink rose quartz cabochon, which is just beautiful, folks. We already wire wrapped it. That is just gorgeous. I think it is. And it's just some loopy loops. I did loopy loops, like teardrop loops. I thought that was pretty, almost flowery looking. It's a really gorgeous piece. I'm going to take these and smush here. I got a piece coming up here, and it shouldn't be. It happens. Use your nylon pliers, folks, so you don't mar the wire, because you will. Because I'm pressing kind of hard here, and you will mar, M-A-R, mar, I guess is the correct word, the wire. Like if you're using a different type of pliers, it could show up in your wire and damage it. I'm just keeping that there and going back and forth, which kind of hardens it more than it already is. I can't say it's not. I'm very spoiled from using Parawire. They're a company out of New Jersey, by the way, people. Parawire.com. They have a Facebook listing and all that, but you can go to their site and order whatever wire you need. Thank you so much, Chance. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here. So we're just coil wrapping my teardrop wire necklace, all silver. And then we're going to put the rose quartz right in the center. And we're also going to make an extension chain. My other necklace went flying off the back of the table that I did with Mental Raccoon's glass bead, which came out really well. It's really pretty. And let's see. Okay, so you guys couldn't see this. The other one flew off. Whoops, and I just dropped that one. I had to tie this. But this is one of the other beads I did for Mental that I did in copper. And he was saying these are like throwaway beads. I don't think so. They're gorgeous once you get the wire on them. They're gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous glass bead. That's it, right, Parawire.com. And I am by no means sponsored. I don't make any money from telling anyone. It's just if you're working with wire that's really good crafting wire and artisan wire, and it will soften, and it also is soft. It's almost really soft, but it's softer in this one. I could take 18 wire if it was Parawire and wrap this no problem. But it's big, and I don't want it big on here. It needs to be small. That's why I needed the 24 gauge. And I don't know what I did with my 24 gauge Parawire, so we're using Benacraft 24 gauge. And it's a little harder to work with. And it's work hardening fast. I've never seen wire that work harden that fast. So we'll just keep going around here. I'm using my fingers, folks. You are more than welcome to use a pair of pliers to do the same thing. Just grab it. But to me, okay, when you talk about grabbing it with pliers, it's fine for one. But Lord, then you're going to have to, if it's a long wire, you are going to have to pull it all the way through with those pliers and not have it kink up on you. So that's why I was telling you that I use my hands so much. And hands don't cost anything. So we're just squishing that up together. I'm going to use these pliers again to mush it down. Wow, this is some really work-hardened wire. Whoa, there we go. That was hard to get that there. But I got it. I got it. Now we have a little piece right here on the top that has to be cut off. Watch is a character, isn't he? Hey, Stephen, welcome in, Angel. Stephen, yeah, wop wop. Tell me, you're subscribed to my channel, right? You came from Mentals channel or Bugs? Thank you. You're so sweet. I know he's subbed to me. Let's see. Come on now. There we go. All right. Steven, you now are a badged. It's funny because I said they took away the wrenches. So now we're all YouTube police. It's so funny. So just say something. There you go. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought you did. But I don't know how many. Have you been in a lot of my lives? Because usually I would have moderated you already. We're just doing a teardrop necklace. And this is a rose quartz I did with a swirl silver wire wrap. Sort of looks flowery. And it's really hard to see some of the detail, but it's really pretty. And it's a real pink quartz. Rose quartz. Pink rose quartz. It's a pink rose quartz, okay? And it's a cabochon, almost in a teardrop. And then I also did the top, which is a when you need like a oh my goodness, now I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, so I could get the jump ring in there, put it on the necklace. I am so sorry. I did not mean. I know you, Stephen. I know your channel too. If you don't know Stephen, everybody, click on his name and you can go to his channel and you can sub him and help support him and watch his videos. I don't know how many videos he has, but watch them. Because I had gotten sick here the last week again, unfortunately, but I was not missing tonight no matter what. I already made up my mind about that. We're just going to clip right there. I do not care for this wire at all. I hate it when I have to say I hate something. So I do not recommend this for wire wrapping. You can use it for other things, maybe to make a bail like I made on top of that. See, it came to me. Like I made on top of the rose quartz cabochon there. But it's really hard. So remember, Parawire. Just chant Parawire, even though I don't get paid by them. Their wire is some of the best and easy to work with, and it's non-tarnish, folks. We all know that's important. One reason I use Chainmail Joe, and like I told you guys, you can purchase this. Oh, this here you can get free. All you got to do is email them and tell them you need a chart, and they'll send it to you so that you know all your gauges and ring sizes, and they even show all the different chain mallet on the back. Different styles. I think it's really cool. I love Chainmail Joe, and I love doing 2-in-1, 4-in-1, and all that. And I have ever done a Byzantine pad piece, but you guys never seen it. So maybe later I will do more. Okay, we got to get another piece of wire here. And I'm doing, instead of doing 6 to 12 foot, I'm doing now about, well, maybe I am. This is still at least a foot. Before I was using 2 feet. I forget. Sometimes I grab up to 2 feet off the bail. Off the wire roller. So we're going to cut this right here, just like this. All right, set that over there. We got to thread this on, as I call it. Oh my goodness. A lot of wire here, folks. A lot of wire, but it's going to be pretty. It's well worth it. And it's not that hard to learn. I'm just not real happy because this wire really work hardens fast. In fact, it works hardens more than any other wire I've ever known. But anyway, like I said, if you're going to do this, I recommend getting the Parawire. It's softer. It's like almost, it's like a dead soft. See, because I'm adding this wire here, I have to kind of really squish that together right there so it will stay there because it's two separate pieces of wire. Whoa. All right, now let's see if I can get this to roll. There we go. Squish it together. We got it. We got it. What do you mean you need one of those? You mean this? The pliers? Or you got to tell me, Stephen. I don't know. You need one of those. You need to get some parawire if you're going to do wire wrapping. It's much easier to work with. This thing just does not want to go together here on this because it's the other piece and it's not hooked together. Once I get a few wraps on, it'll hang on and then I can squish it together too. Oh, the chart. Yeah, that is awesome. You can go to Chainmail Joe, I think. Does it say on it? Where'd it go? I just had it here. I think it's chainmailjoe.com. And just send them an email and say, I need the chart for the jump rings, and they'll send it to you free. In fact, they sent me 2 of them, so there you go. It really does help. And his jump rings are amazing. They're stainless steel, most of them. It's not going to tarnish. They're really sturdy. Really sturdy. So we're squishing that together there. There we go. Once I get higher up, this will stop sliding apart because right now it's sliding apart from the other one. No problem. I want to have all these links, but like I'll have to get them and put it in there because that's what I used here for the rose quartz on the top. The jump ring is a 16 gauge, all right. Stainless steel, I think it's 3/4 in diameter. It's just big enough to go through a bale and be able to put it on a necklace. And those jump rings are amazing. And you can get smaller ones. And you can get, I think you can get, I have some that are 18 gauge. You can get 18 gauge instead of the 16 like I'm using here. You're very welcome, Stephen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up, folks. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you hanging out. That's why I said everybody grab popcorn, a drink, or a sandwich and snacks. Because this wire weaving takes a minute to do. Let me just do 1, 2, 3. And I'm actually holding this in place while I'm doing this until I get it further up the necklace. 4, 5, I'm counting, 6. I learned that from someone else too. Actually, I learned it from Yovan Williams. She's got a killer channel. She'll shame me. But you know what? She's the one that got me into the wire wrapping. I was mainly doing hand-hammered metal work. But I love the gemstones so much, and you can use them in everything, not just this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Maybe I got to do it this way so you guys can see it. Just bring it up closer. There we go. See how there's 4 there? Then we're going to squish those together to make them into a coil. And you can use your pliers if you need to. Usually I just use my fingers. They're tough enough. There we go. Just like that. Also, believe it or not, this will actually make your piece much sturdier by coiling it than just the plain wire. Go. Whoops, I got to go back again. You guys can't see what I'm doing. There's 1, 2, and we are coiling a silver necklace with silver 24 gauge wire, and we have already wrapped the pink quartz gem, and so we're just finishing up the coiling on the necklace, and then we're going to add an extender chain, probably with some silver beads, or I'm thinking maybe some other color beads. I'm not sure, because I do want to use one or two of these, and I want to put them on the extender like I did on that other necklace last week. And these are so beautiful. These are gorgeous, and these are they're not mother of pearl. They are abalone, folks. These are actual cut shells abalone that they filed and polished. So it's real abalone. It's not something stuck on a piece of plastic. It's solid abalone. And if you've never eaten abalone, it's delicious, as I remember from years and years ago before I was a vegan. And I lived in Monterey, California, and I was really young, and my mom took me down to the beach, and she had a screwdriver, and she was removing them. And they were like from a $50 and smaller. So my dad was service. He was in the Army. We were stationed out in Monterey. My mom goes home, and the landlord, because she goes, oh, look what I got. I got abalone. And he said, do you know you could go to jail for that because they're too small? And she had me out there pulling abalone off the rocks in Monterey. Anyway, we didn't go to jail, neither did she, but she knew the next time that we couldn't pick them that small. Because believe it or not, like a tree has rings, so does the abalone shell. It has like little holes in it. And if you count those holes on the shell, that's probably about how old that is by 10 years. So they live a long time and they get really big. And they taste delicious. But now that I'm a vegan, I wouldn't harm not a one of them. But I love seafood. Not I seafood and eat it, but I do that too. But I love seafood. Okay, so we're going to try to squish this back together. See, I got this one piece here that's got to be cut out of here. All right, let me get my, I call it my surgical wire cutters. I'm going to clip it right there. There we go. Cut that off there. There's 3 little pieces here, folks, that have got to be cut back. Oh, Lordy. It's just giving me a hard time tonight cutting this. There we go. And then this one here. Wow. So this is a rose quartz necklace wrapped in silver, and I'm trying to make it so that this necklace will be more like a teardrop shape. All right. Because when I get done, I'm going to pull it so that this bottom piece is more pointed, as pointed as I can possibly make it, because I've got it already wire wrapped, so it's going to be more round. Hey, James, thank you for being here. Hi, Anna. How are you this evening? She's been with me all night during the live. She's a real great supporter, and I really appreciate it. Whoops, out of frame again. Just start smacking myself for that. Boss Kitty may come up here and smack me for doing that. Like, stay in the frame, Mom. Stay in the frame. Okay, so we are wire wrapping a teardrop necklace made out of wire, which I'm going to try to shape it that way, even though I have already coiled it in that section, so it may be a little hard, but I'm going to do my best to go with the rose quartz gemstone, which is beautiful. And it's a very thick, heavy piece. It is not a cheap piece. It is not glass. It is real rose quartz. And I sort of did like a swirl there, almost flowery. You're so sweet, Anna. Anna's a real good person. If you're not subbed to her already, you need to be. Go check her channel out and subscribe and like something. We all support each other here. Okay, I got to take a stretch break, folks. I'm sorry. Oh, I knew that doing the coiling was going to take a long time. That's why I warned everybody when they came in. You guys are all awesome. We love you. We love you, Anna. You're awesome. We love James too. Everybody that comes in these rooms, they're either from bugs or they're from mental. So we have some great people in here tonight, folks. So if you don't know them, make sure you support them. You won't regret it. They have awesome channels too. And make sure you support me and that you're subscribed to me too. And I'll do my best to support you. If you guys will like, now Gemini's real good. She's always saying something nice on my channel about stuff. So it was easy for me to hook on and remember her and her channel. But if you don't say anything, I'm almost hitting 700. Doesn't sound like a lot. What am I going to do when I get 1,000 subs? Trying to remember everybody and go see some of their videos and support them too. I really do that. I mean, I'll just say it. I do it. We're just going round and round, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I do not care for this wire. Jim and I put it in there. Go to parawire.com. Yeah, I got this wire because I've been cleaning up my studio and I misplaced my 24 gauge parawire, which I normally use, which is much softer. This is the hardest wire. It like work hardens. I don't mean it's super hard. I just mean it work hardens fast, which is very strange. And I'm squishing down these little pieces that are sticking up. All right. And we got our other coil down here, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. And then we're going to push that together. I'm sorry for the camera fuzzing and blurring it up. You can use pliers to do this too, but I don't want to keep bending my wire where I don't need it bent. So that's why I've been using my hands. Normally it's soft and easy. So it's taken me a little longer to do the coil on this because of the type of wire I'm using. Thank you so much, Anna. You know, I used to be a CNA. I did that for 23 years with 2 college degrees, and people ask me, why do you do that? You know, because you're not really getting paid that good or anything, because I love people and I was raised up to care for people, and that's who I was. And then I went to work as I did computer programming and networking, and I also built computers. Then later I had a federal and a state clearance to work for a place called Maximus. So if you guys don't know, I'm not really advertising, but if you need a job, they're a great place to work for, and you can work out of your house and you get paid. Yeah, it's real. Just keep your blinds down so nobody can see your screen, because they will let you go if someone gets that information. Like, because mine were federal and state, I had to be real careful because I was taking like Medicaid and Medicare apps. But I talk to you guys like your family, okay? So, and you are to me. You're my little YouTube family. I love each and every one of you. You're all unique. You have lots of talents, and you're special people. Don't ever forget that. You are. And you can do this too. We're doing a single coil all the way around this silver wire. Like I said, next time I will do half of it before I do my live. This time you guys are getting it in real time. And it's taken a little bit longer because this is not that softer para wire. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to squish it together just like that. See how it comes together? It's pretty cool. And it makes your necklace strong too. Thank you, James. You're so awesome. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, Chance. And everyone who's been in my room. Thank you. Thank you. And I got to take a stretch break. Bye, guys. My left arm is killing me, which is into my back. So that's part of the problem. That's why I got up earlier, too. I had to move around. I love it. You're my kind of person, Stephen. Your helmet and Crayola crowns. Right on. Absolutely. I will never grow up. In fact, I had to remember to stop wearing, well, I mean, I can wear them to church. Nobody will say anything, but only the kids know who they are. And that was Jack Skeleton and Sally. I have a pair of shoes by them. I also have a wallet like that has him on it. From is it The Nightmare Before Christmas? Is that the name of it? And it was Tim Burton's music and creation. I just love those. I think they're awesome. Of course, I like other things like Supernatural, and I've been watching Andromeda on the CW. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, sci-fi and all that, you can download that CW to your tablet. If you have a smart TV, you can put it on there, and they have some really good shows and movies, and it's all free. Yeah, I am trying to get this to squish up. And then see, I got to smush it down here and there. So you'll use your nylon pliers to do that. Kind of smush it down and go around. And because this wire is so hard, it's causing my other wire to bend up. That's okay. We will get it. I will get it. We will get it. Oh, I love Beetlejuice too. What are you doing? Are you reading all my movies I love? Some of my favorites. And remember, in Beetlejuice, there was a Lydia. That was a great story. Great movie. And I believe they made a cartoon too, because I'm into manga and all that too. But I think they made cartoon for Beetlejuice too. Or also, I should say, besides the movie. Yeah, I love all that stuff. And I do a lot of drawings. In fact, one of my drawings was of Jack Skeleton and Sally. Whoops. Are you guys still here? Oh my goodness. I hit my camera so hard. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, that's good too. Jumanji, yeah, with Robin Williams. I like the original. So if you're talking about the new one, but I like the original. And he was great too. Believe it or not, he played Nintendo Switch with his daughter. And that's how he named his daughter Zelda. Isn't that something? You know, it's such a shame because he unalived himself. And I would have never thought he had any problems like that because he's such a great actor. What is that one where he goes under, like he goes into the other world to get his wife who unlived herself? That is such a good movie. Something Dreams. Yeah, what kind of movies do you like, Gemini? Sorry. See, and she got on me, and I have to pay attention to the screen as I got out of frame again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I try not to be frameless on the wire wrapping. Doing 1, 2, 3. Whoops, see, I almost overwrapped that. A double wrap, you got to watch it because it's real easy to do because they're so close together. Hey, Chance. I'm so happy to have you all here. You're all so sweet and awesome. I love each and every one of you, and I thank you. Without you, I couldn't do this. But you can do it too, I promise. Make sure you get some parawire though. 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3. See, I got out of frame because now I need to move my camera back up. Sorry about that. That will keep me from going out of frame. Yeah, but I was raised to be polite, and I try to be polite about it because even though it's not intentional. Wow, this is the really hardest wrap wire I've ever used. Trust me, parawire is awesome. It's like butter to work with. Once you get spoiled on parawire, you will not use anything else. But I grabbed this because I couldn't find my 24 gauge parawire. It's in here, folks. I made a big thing of cleaning up my studio. A lot of stuff got stuck in crates under my desk here. I showed you all that one earlier, and it's just packed full of jewelry stuff. So we're just doing this, and then we're going to squish it together. Yep, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulling that down a little bit so it stays tight. Because see how it is, how big it is? Until you squish it together. And just squish it together just like that. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go in and clip. I am lunch. I'm going in and clip those parts where it's double wrapped, which is no biggie. I can do that. That's why I said be careful when you're doing the quilling, because you can overwrap on the other because it's so close together. It just happens. But I can clip those off and it won't affect the other wrap, which is what I'm going to do to fix that, alleviate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to get this last bit of wire to go around here. All right, when it's like this, once you push it together is where you get your coil. You just keep pushing it up until it's all together, just like that. And you have your coil. And then you might have to, just like I'm going to have to, straighten this to get it to be. And anywhere that it's double, I'll be clipping that off and it won't show. It'll still be wire wrapped. Got to take a stretch break, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient. And like I said, this, don't wire wrap with this. Get parawire. Look at that. Look at that piece right there. You see that? Because it's a separate piece, it has to be slid down. See how it moves? It actually moves. So you have to get it slid down to make sure that it stays. I'm just rolling this around. You can do it with pliers too. Because I'm used to using my hands, so they're kind of tough. And we're going to do what I told him, which is where you see it double wrapped right here. There's a couple of double wrappies. I don't know if that one is or not, or if it's just not pushed together enough. Okay, so where the double wraps are, I'm going to clip them out and they will not affect it. The wire will still be wrapped. It's hard, but you can do it. And that'll pull out that double wrap for you. And it's hard sometimes when you're wrapping it. You get to going and it goes back instead of going forward on the wire. Okay, we have a couple more here with the double wraps, so be careful about that. Mainly I've done it because this wire is not the most forgiving. Okay, I'm going to turn these over. I'm going to clip right in here on the ones that got double wrapped. It should just basically fall off. And we can do the same thing. That one I don't think is double wrapped. It just needs to be smushed down. Oh, yeah, it is. There's a little double wire there. Maybe I can pull it over. There we go. See, I stretched it back out. And then we're going to squish it back together like that. That takes care of that. It really will be much sturdier than just the plain silver wire. And I see a gap there. See there? Because I have to wire wrap all the way up here to get it to tighten down there. I'm going to see if this is double or if I can pull it out. Yeah, see how I'm pulling it out and stretching it? That way when I go and push it back, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to push it back here and here and here and here. Okay, so we do have some doublies here. We're going to take these out as soon as I can get that. No, maybe I fixed it. I fixed it. Just going to cut off this piece that's sticking out because we don't want it to get hung in anybody's hair. Just be careful because you don't want to cut into your other wire coils. There we go. We're just pushing that back down there like that. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to get out of frame again. Thanks, Gemini. I'm so sorry. You're right about that, Chance. There we go. And see, it's just a little piece a lot of times like that, but it will poke way up. Let me see about this one. See how I pulled that apart? Then we're going to smush it back together. I'm going to smush this one up on here like that. There we go. And pull these coils apart again. See how I'm taking my finger and rolling the coils to straighten up the boo-boos. I just twist it and push it together. Twist it and push it together. Oh, Lord, I need to get the charger in my phone. Where the heck is it? Oh, it is in my phone. Isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, my Lord. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. I got to get the light back in the wall. Sorry. Just pulled this thing completely out. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. We went in the dark. Oh. Hey, Beachy. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Don't forget to thumb up the live. It really helps with supporting me. And you being here is awesome. And here, let me see if I can do this. Okay, guys, I want you to see what I'm dealing with. I went to get my tea, and this one's over here rubbing her head on me. See? She says, I love you all. I'm kissing the camera for you. She is so spoiled. Say hi, Star. Say hi, everybody. I love you. Okay, get down on the mommy's lap. Good girl. All right, let me turn this back around off my mug. No, baby, you've got to stay down. I'm sorry. You got to stay down. Come on. Good girl. I feel so bad, but I can't help it. Thank you, Gemini, for subscribing to Beachy. Yeah, Gemini is awesome too, Beachy. Okay, so we are trying to get the kinks out to make sure if this is not double wired. See how it's blurring up, guys? I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea why it's doing that. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, we're going to pull out here. At least everything I do is real. You know it, because I make mistakes all the time. Nobody is perfect. If they are, then they must be from up above. Okay, so we're just trying to get this to come back together. And I will try to get some of those kinks out of here that I see right here. Oh my goodness. Pull apart. Okay, then we're going to press it again. And it could be when you're scrunching it together to make the thing, could be causing some of the little bunches. But I think it's going to be really pretty with this rose quartz, pink rose quartz cabochon. It's going to be gorgeous, guys. I'm stretching. Yeah, it is. Especially the rose quartz. It's not a $3 piece of rose quartz. You guys are so amazing. Thank you, Gemini. Hey, if you don't know Gemini, I just pinned her. Make sure you click on her name, go to her channel, sub, like a video. Even if you just get to watch a short one so that she knows you were there and you make a comment, you can go back and watch some of her longer videos later. That's what I do. Okay, so I'm trying to get this one side done. We need to get this piece done just from here to here, because I want to leave a tail on each end, because we've got to put a lobster clip and a jump ring, and we're going to put an extension chain on this. And we're going to get some more of this stuff that is not para-wire, but it is anti-tarnish. It is good wire, folks. It's just, I've never had it harden up so fast. But this stuff really work hardens. So I'm doing about 3 feet. Okay. And let's get this side and start here again. This is what's complicated for me anyway. I don't know about anyone else or how much you've ever done of this, but you've got to get this one here to start it. Whoops, we don't want it over there. See, it's trying to go over the other wire. There we go, on the end of it. I'm just going to wrap that tail as many times as we can around this, because that's the tail of the wire for that side. And then we're going to scrunch it together. My camera keeps fuzzing up. I'm so sorry. I'm going to grab it again. Oops. Go inside, outside. I have to tell myself, sometimes I don't start unwrapping the wire because of it. Leave it up to me to unwrap what I did. Okay, and you just thread it through the center. Try to hold your wire so it doesn't kink up too much while you're trying to do the coil around the piece that you're working on. I have some of those thumb things like Back to Earth Creations Yovan has, which actually help because you can hold it and the wire doesn't get your fingers. Okay, so well, it won't let me come in any closer. So there's the coils for that next piece. Then we're going to smush it together. I don't know why, but my camera keeps fuzzing up. Anybody else have that problem? Okay, then we're going to smush it together some more, and there's that little coil. And I need to pull this one out a little and sort of twist it and then push it back. There we go. And I think I got rid of the big bump there. Then we're going to do one. This is time consuming, folks, so please get something to eat or drink to snack on while we're doing this. And I have to hold these coils because it's separate. See how it's separate there? It's separate from that other wire. Thank you so much. God, Gemini, that is such a compliment. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Well, maybe we can watch that, huh, Chance, on your channel, your trip? That would be awesome. Everybody go watch it later. Watch their channel for their trip they had taken. So Chance said they had some footage. Okay, and we're just doing 1, 2, 3. That's 3. See, my camera keeps fuzzing up. I have to move my hand to bring it back in. Sorry about that, folks. I really am. I swear it didn't do that before. Maybe it wants to make sure my angle messes up because I've been doing better with the camera for a while now, I thought. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I pull that one up, that's 5. And then we're just going to squish it together to make that coil. There we go. I got it. Yay. We're getting there, folks. We're getting this. We are getting this. It's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to probably have to hold this with the pliers because it keeps flipping and sticking me with the wire. Thank you so much, Gemini, for all your awesome compliments. You're amazing. You always make me feel so good. I'm like, God, she's so nice. But I am too, so normally. Very seldom am I not nice. I'm taking a sip of, I have tea now. I ran out of my water. Uh-oh. What is going on?